Prepare the count up.
Matt.
What?
I said go.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, I didn't hear go. Go didn't come through for me. Hello!
Hello.
Already starting great with the miscommunication.
Hold on.
Oh god, now another one. What happened?
I think Eric may need to change something. No, there it is.
Eric?
It's good.
Okay.
It at first still said Stonewall introduction, and then I had to refresh and it came back up.
Oh.
Episode 25.
Oh, I need to bring the Stonewall in now. Okay.
Okay.
Things have just changed. Roll initiative.
Sorry,
I am
go ahead.
prepared.
My bad. Go ahead.
Alright. So, back again for after a decent delay, I believe.
I didn't have
For
internet.
another
I'm
bit
sorry.
and continuing. It happens. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it's been a bit. Technical difficulties, poor scheduling, things like that, one-shots. But we're back.
Was the Muffin Man ever found?
Don't worry about it. For another session of our Star Wars D&D with the current group, who actually just realized we've never named this group.
Yep. That's why it's still Star Wars D&D and not named.
Yup. Alright.
We named the bad guys.
Yeah.
No, there it is.
Sentinel Shock Troop.
Previously.
Sentinel Shock Troop 82.
Well, previously on our last bit, it's been a bit, so quick recap of... You guys got back from the planet... I'm forgetting the name already. The planet of Ilum. After having some heavy losses, decided to have some time to recover, mental trauma and the likes. Had about a week down. After that, you had... basically, you were assigned a new team of people who, for various reasons and surprises, that were wanting to function or follow under the order of Chani and Sorsha, who are the oldest ranking members on the team currently. And before sending you off-world or anything like that, they decided to send you on a mission on planet nearby so you could just get a feel for each other in the field. They asked you to investigate a warehouse that one of the patrolling sentinels felt something weird going on in. Yes, I know. So, sending you all in there to check and find out, both Sorsha and T-Lock had an impending sense of unease that just grew steadily as you got there. That developed into a full sense of just wrong. Investigating in, you found 3 people, deciding to just knock and go in loud and proud. You found a Togrutan male, and 2 of his bodyguards checking ship manifestos. And after a bit of talking, Chani decided she recognized this male and told the group to open fire, which they did. Combat ensued. Quickly finding out he wasn't there after a brief bit of negotiations. I say in air quotes, because there weren't any. He left with, after making you guys make a decision, and set loose a number of crate dragons. You guys managed to kill 2 of them last session as they broke loose from the warehouse, and commandeered a Imperial vessel, basically the equivalent of a police car. Using that to get to the next location quickly, you guys are approaching the location as you see Marav and a heavily armored sword and shield figure in front of it, just finishing it off. And you guys realizing you're missing a little ball, a certain little guy that was part of the group. That's where we'll pick up.
Is it a lightsaber and shield or an actual, like, vibroblade?
It's a blade, and it's an actual blade and physical blade and shield.
Okay.
How are we off the ground?
You guys are like maybe 20 seconds of driving away from.
Get closer.
You can't go high speeds in this because it's still Coruscant and you're going into the streets. A little bit harder to, but you coming in cruising to slow down and get close. You're, like I said, maybe 20 seconds out.
Does anyone remember who was driving?
Johnny. Alright, you guys are pulling up. Anything on the way there? Somebody started to say something.
As soon as we get close,
20
like,
seconds, we're there. Right now.
about 5 feet before, like 5 feet off the ground or like 10 feet off the ground, I'm gonna jump out.
Well, it hovers just a little bit off the ground as you guys are setting. You can get out pretty easily there if anybody else wishes to unload. As T-Lock just throws the door open and jumps out just a bit earlier than the vehicle landing.
Okay.
T-Lock, you're within range for your foresight for them. Marv, you've already seen the color of, as the hard, steely, solid blue. This other figure is similar. He's just not as dark and steely of a blue.
More formable. Got it.
A bit more free form, but very much entirely blue in this case.
Ah, shush. Fucking stuff pulled up on
But
it.
landed, getting out pretty easily. They haven't quite noticed you. They seem to have just been trying to like I said, they're just finishing up from basically the fight they just had. Situational awareness is kind of iffy sometimes when it's not a threat.
Walk over to the new guy and go, ah, hello.
He's gonna stop churn. Like the hand twitches on the sword a bit, but nothing bad. Nothing like an actual swing. You'll turn around and standing there, heavy full plate equivalent, so like full-on combat armor. Very much designed after what we would recognize as more knightly, but a bit futuristic.
Yeah.
Heavy kite shield and blade and longsword in hand. Standing pretty tall, decently wide and muscular. Blonde hair, short cropped, blue eyes, maybe upper 20s, lower 30s. Turns looking and goes, "Yes! Oh, you gave me a start there, friend."
Apologies. My name is T-Lock, and he'll reach out a hand.
I'll reach out shaking, "Oh yeah, you guys just came in last night, right?" And he'll give you a very solid grip handshake.
As soon as like he clamps down a little bit too hard, it's gonna be the just worm your way out of the handshake. Just no, I'm good.
He catches it real quick and lets go. It's not a malicious. He has like that like slight sheepish grin to it. Just sorry, reading habits with, and he gestures behind him towards Marov.
Well, they're
That's
doing
fair
that.
enough.
I imagine the rest of the party is going over there and walking.
Yeah, I told you guys you're out and unloading pretty easily.
Do you mind if I examine your kill?
I mean, feel free. We have a bit more important things to do as long as you don't take very long, I guess.
It won't take me too long.
China's going to go.
You're
into
searching.
Mirage.
You're searching for that pearl, aren't you?
One of the things, yes, but I want some of the poisonous saliva as well.
Do you have anything you could hold it in?
His mouth.
Don't right now.
Bill is just sitting in the back of the car still.
I'll say, just to be funny, there's stores and stuff nearby that got wrecked. You could probably just grab a loose straw off the ground.
Well,
Yep. Okay.
While that's
We'll do
happening,
that.
Johnny
I
has
don't care.
walked over to Marav.
Oh, we've got this one pretty well wrapped up and covered.
Okay, has there been any information from anything? Any, like, large-scale explosions? Anything a bit more of note than X amount of dragons running around Coruscant, where they know that the Imperials are going to shoot them to death before too long?
I haven't heard anything of explosions or much more besides this, but you watch him pull something out of like a side bit on his pouch. But out of his ear, he pulled it out. I can't really talk to people right now. We got ours smashed in the fight, and he has to smash comms in his hand.
Walking back to the crate dragon after just picking up a random jar off the ground. You can have mine.
You look over there, you see a human-sized imprint in a wall, T-Lock.
Oh.
Actually, probably most of you see that on the wall if you want.
Well,
I'm only here for my jar.
how much of the Sentinel forces has come out to help the Peacekeepers?
We have most of them out for a variety of things, of taking down these things, trying to find anything and coat the area to catch them before they get away. For the people and medic.
Fair.
Rescue, recovery, This isn't small. We don't have that many people on base
All right.
that are equipped for this.
If I were them, I would imagine that releasing a bunch of dragons in an area where they're obviously not going to create that much of an issue would be the distractory tactic. If they're mad at us, and now most of our things are out and about, what say I take my group and we head directly back there?
Make a persuasion on this one.
Okay.
Yes, the crate dragons
Because-
are not causing much of a problem
Yeah,
at
they are,
all.
but
I was getting ready to say, yeah, because you're asking to take a highly equipped group off the field of dealing and containing these things quickly.
yeah, I know, 27.
You make a fair point, small one. Look over at the car. You should probably move quickly. We've been emptied out for closer to 20 to 15, 20 minutes now.
All right. Tell the Imperius it was okay for us to speed in the situation. Guys, back in the car.
Billy's still sitting in the back, just letting the rotary part of the rotary cannon just.
One moment.
A few of them went down. I'm sorry, but my little bug lost sight of them. I don't know where they are after that. That might help with your quest to try to find more of these things. Do be careful.
Where'd they go down at?
She'll say the location and the basic direction before Mortimer lost him, and he's...
Basically right in front of the fucking warehouse, as far as I remember.
Yep. That's where it happened. It was just like maybe 20 feet outside the door. You watch the blonde guy walk up, slap him on the back, and go, "Let's get moving!" And he'll take off running, and Rob will just give you the eyes on and ask you, "Move quickly, please."
I'll take that as full, permission.
Yep, and he'll take off running at a high speed as well.
Matthew.
Huh.
Whatever the roll is, it's natural 20.
To do what?
Oh, I wasn't going to have you make it survival just to collect saliva. But that'll let you know
No.
there's not a crystal in this quickly.
Fuck!
So we're not sitting there waiting at the car.
Juvenile.
I'm trying to get the legendary item.
No.
Shut up!
Juveniles.
You don't
Crate
have to.
dragons.
Shut up! I know.
Stop trying to collect the legendary item off the babies.
No!
If you
But I
really
got
want
my
one, that's
jar
a
of
thing for
saliva.
later. You have a jar of saliva. That's basically the size of what we know as a mason jar.
I pick this music. Let's go.
So, gonna get full speed, high as fast as you can.
Does it look like there's anything I can turn off and shunt toward, mobility?
Make a either tech or piloting
I'll
check.
make a pilot.
Because you haven't really been in these before. This is usually reserved for, guards.
24.
Yeah, you can probably do some. It's not necessarily technically a feature, but you're good enough.
Okay, no radio, no air conditioning, and hold on.
So, you guys hear just a slight hold on, but before you really get a chance to do anything, everybody just poof, and flattens backwards as Johnny floors it. Make a piloting check to get there as quick as you can with navigating Coruscant.
Whee! 30.
Everybody plastered against the back, hitting the roof, hitting the floor, hitting the roof, hitting the floor, side to side as Johnny's nipping, almost clipping buildings half the time. It probably takes close to 10 minutes to get back to the Sentinel base, though.
Billy's outside.
Oh god, poor Billy, I just realized he's on top of it.
Oh, no,
Billy's
I've been here the
feet
entire
are-
time.
Billy's feet aren't on the ground anymore, he's holding onto the gun, basically. Praying the support mount holds him.
Say, I didn't get out. I never left the vehicle.
Billy's on top praying the support mounts are gonna hold this gun on as he's just sitting there holding to the gun.
Chani makes too quick a turn. We're capsizing.
It's okay, she does a barrel roll, the only every time it tries to start to tilt too far, she just goes with it, uses it to get through faster. Driving through, you start to see, this mayhem has spread a lot farther than you thought due to the consequences of it. Looks like structural pieces smashed and falling in, parts of the floor collapsing, buildings are having issues.
Okay. Does it look
There
like
was
it's
only-
converging over here?
It's not necessarily converging, but it looks like there's a lot of damage, but then again, a big creature like this on a charge running through stuff is going to cause mass damage quickly.
Okay.
And they've had about, at this point as you're going through, probably about 20 minutes to run ramp in an area.
Don't want to kill.
But quickly enough, you get to the surface. It hasn't quite affected the surface. You do know as you go, there is at least one trail of damage that looks like it was heading somewhat loosely in the direction of the Sentinel base.
I imagine that there is actually a parking area that we can pull into.
There is if you want to use actual parking.
Well, I mean, it's either
You
that
wanna
or
take
pull
the
up out
time?
front and just... Well, you know, I guess fair. We're making an entrance, all right? Just pull up outside the front door.
Okay. Everybody's just hold on. Chani's speeding up, going, and just like maybe 20 feet from the door, hits the brakes as hard as she can, skids, and uses the momentum to step out. Everybody else is a bit less coordinated, just they don't know what's happening. But you guys get off pretty easily. Billy, you just finally poof, heavy on the roof. It's the first time your feet have touched the roof since you took off.
Been on worse rides. Been on better, but been on worse.
Some of you might be slightly dizzy and squashed as you guys are there. From one of the alleyways, booking it surprisingly fast for tiny legs, is a short little squat ball guy that you guys saw running off before.
Wow.
Huh. I was wondering where he went.
Nimu, you're back. No, not Nima. Tenu. Tenu, you're back. Sorry. I got Thaddeus Amelia's names reversed.
How dare you.
What's the plan, leader?
Well, first let's go inside and see what things look like.
Oh, important note. The front door was a front door.
Nani?
It is now substantially less than a front door, and the edges look hard crumbled, and pieces of the front door are on the ground.
Front hole in the wall.
Well, let's go inside faster.
Structurally sound.
As we're running inside, looks like your RTO is correct. I'm gonna use that 10 minutes, by the way, to try to heal a little bit.
I don't know if you're
Okay,
able to in the ride that we had.
You have a power or something. It wouldn't be a short rest, but if you have a power or something like the seeds, maybe you could. If you have if you had any med kits, you had 2 on you when you got here, just as like in case something happened in travel.
I have 4 med packs, but
Okay, if you had 4 that were given to you. Oh yeah, that's right, I gave you 4. You had those, but you don't really have enough for a short rest here.
that's fine. I just want to heal more than what I am currently.
If anybody has healing they want to use, you had like that time, you could do it. It just would have been really rough and hard to time.
Oh, cool! I get 15 back.
Auto repair systems.
55.
Indeed. All right, walking again. It's not bad in here, but walking in, those of you, everybody has a high enough passive perception. This isn't hidden. There is the person who's at the desk. The secretary is dead and across his desk,
Damn.
with a large part of the front of the desk carved into heavy. Like not the front, the side, his side of the desk carved into. Like he just whatever swung at him didn't care.
Double saber immediately ignited.
Miss
Okay.
Johnny,
Moves like
can you get on the cameras and see, find us something?
I was just about to send Mortimer over to their computer if it's still intact.
Any
The screen isn't, but you don't need the screen. So
Oh, Morty.
yep,
any life signs within?
120 feet.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'll say it's hard to find life signs in the Sentinel base because despite everything, it is a massive hub of Force users coming in and out. Even if not everybody here is a Force user,
That is fair.
makes an environment that makes it a bit harder to distinguish sometimes.
That is fair.
Okay. Mortimer's getting into the camera and security feed now.
Slicer,
Yes.
just because you're not getting in the right way.
I know, I'm trying to talk to the group.
Sorry. Go ahead and finish.
That is 24.
Okay. Finish your thing for the group of you.
Mortimer's getting into the security feed now. If I were them, they have the reliquary, they have the prisoner exchange, and they have the storage area where some things are kept for experimentation purposes, like all the crystals and stuff. If anyone knows particularly well where those are, or if they're all connected to the same elevator. We should be heading to that location.
There's also access to my old compatriots down below.
They'd be part of the reliquary and storage artifacts.
I mean, as part of this place, shouldn't I know everywhere?
You have like a download of it, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Your guys would be in the reliquary stores, like the reliquary artifact areas.
But Mortimer's breaking
Let's
in,
check-
and he's looking for, like, security cameras
So,
that aren't broken.
Checking for the
And-
most of them on the first 8 floors going up and the 10 going down are broken and not responding.
Alright.
And doing a quick scan, you see some people, especially up on the higher floors, where you see some people fleeing, but nobody's actually doing much. A couple dark robed figures, like, you know, it looked like the mooks before, are running through some of these floors, but that's it at the moment.
God damn it, phone. Calm down.
Give the
You
priority.
have the layout for Billy of floors 5 through 8 are holding cells. Floors 3 to 4 are restricted access information, and then 9 and 10 are the artifacts, the reliquary.
But are they connected to the same, like, transit area, or do they each have their own little whatever? How much of a possible split might we have to make in order to...
Excuse me, sorry.
You could probably get to the information and the holding cells on the same one, but the reliquary is completely separate because it holds a lot of higher force artifacts, and it's also one of the hardest things to break into on the space.
Miss Chani, designate a priority, and I will lead the way.
Well, actually, do you know if they were, like, keeping any particularly high-profile prisoners at the moment that might pose more danger than things they were holding in the reliquary? That'll be the only thing that'll sway me, I think, at the moment.
Do I have them in my database?
Make an intelligence check to run through real quick, see what you get for a high-profile case, because this is still relatively new data for you. You
14.
haven't fully sifted it yet. There's some
14.
decently powerful entities down there, but nothing that you would consider high-profile.
No, nothing too high profile.
Alright, then I guess let's head toward the reliquary. Mortimer's
All right.
gonna have Mortimer stay on here and see if he can find anything, like, if this is a case of counter-hacking
Oh.
that he needs to, like, break through, or stuff that they just haven't managed to destroy.
Everybody looking at those cuts along the floors and walls, they are not burn cuts.
I will move at my 40 feet and lead the way.
They're not plasma cuts, I should say. Alright.
You do see that these aren't lightsaber cuts, right?
Yeah, we can probably assume that they sent their heavy to deal with us. Or this area. Be prepared, they like to chop things.
Alright, so heading to the reliquary. Getting to the... Sorry.
You're good. I just said got
Nope,
it. That's
finish. Oh, got it. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. It just was quiet.
Elevator.
Heading
5.
to the entrance to the reliquary. The door is unlocked. It's not broken. It's not like shattered, broken, smashed, cut through, none of that. But it is open. Like, you can, as you go to check it, you're getting ready to probably break in, as you normally do, and you realize the system's open. Any kind of password's been just wiped, basically.
Is Mortimer finding anything
Looking
that
down,
it looks
it's...
like... Well, just on the way here, is Mortimer finding anything that it looks like I could possibly reactivate that looks like it's just been disabled, or things like that, or is things just broken physically?
Most of the things are just smashed,
Damn.
broken, shattered. You're dealing with what you know as a force group. A lot of times they don't put a lot of emphasis on tech abilities, but I will say on this one, you're looking down and there's a small, what looks like insert, which you recognize as basically as a one-off wipe of tech, like a hard reset.
Well, if they had managed to turn off the security system through this way instead of that, I might have managed to turn it back on.
Yeah.
I had to try.
Along the way, you guys will find the occasional, it looks like somebody was at base and they got in the way. Through a mixture of cuts, like sword cuts and saber wounds. and then some just look heavy bludgeoning, like maybe force powers.
Okay.
We're going.
Going in the reliquary and going down to floor 9 or 10. Actually, there's only one entrance, so you have to go to floor 9 anyways.
Alright.
Cheesy elevator music starts playing.
Now,
Ah,
partners,
skip.
I don't recommend touching anything.
There we go.
Did you just say skip? There we go.
No. I had to pause something to change it to a different thing. It's fine. I turned on my cheesy elevator music.
I'm happy you have that.
Continue.
T-Lock.
Sorry.
What about it?
You have 120 foot range, right?
Yep.
What do I
Couple
pack?
minutes along. You start to pick up some heavy force presence, like a bit more. You, on the way down, feel one that is, how to put this? Yellow? With, like, speckles of red and blue. Both. But immense in the just how much is connected. The connectivity to it.
Heavy force presence. It's coming.
Like, enough that you are probably maybe near half of what this is.
Again, heavy force presence getting closer, and I am maybe half as strong as they are on a good day.
But you pick that up as you guys go through. And maybe about a minute and a half to get down. It's not the fastest elevator, it's not the slowest. But you can tell they want to torture you with the music. The door dings and opens. And you guys open up. It's in a small, very, like, small, basically, like, looking around, you recognize this. Probably Chani is the equivalent of a security kill box. Of, if you fuck up, this is where they get you. It's a hallway, maybe 30 feet long, about 40 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Heavy blast doors at the end.
Are they still blast dooring, or are they kind of just like, I'm broken now?
They're still blast dooring.
Okay, so who's inside with us? Or not?
Nobody's in the hallway right now.
Where's the presence?
T-Lock, you can't see past these doors yet. You get the feeling they probably made this in the case of expecting force users coming.
Okay, well,
Whatever that's made out of, I can't see through it with the force sight as he taps the metal on his face
Johnny's
that I
heading toward
naturally have.
You get like it's like a box of it for you, basically.
Johnny's heading toward a panel.
Yep. Only panel there is the one for basically a keypad and palm.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
Yeah,
I
the
don't
card.
have that.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm gonna
interpose
break it.
I'm gonna interpose my body between Chani and the door.
Chani's next to the door, so you can stand ready at the door. How is everybody else landing up?
There.
Oh, I figured I was standing ready at the door with just,
I will be
minigun.
behind the
Both
droid.
you. I was gonna say both of you can stand side by side if you want.
I will be behind the droid because droid
Okay.
has less has more target priority than me.
Search is also hiding behind the droid.
Is it safe to assume everybody's hiding behind the droid?
Hell yeah. Come on, Matt. One chain lightning, let's go. Just down the line. Cone of force lightning, we're all good.
Okay.
Zip zap.
Did I regroup everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I said you came running out at the top of the base. You came running out of one of the alleys, trying to catch up. You heard over the comm chatters where they were heading,
Okay.
and try to meet there because you took a different route to doing different stuff than they did.
I want to use force invisibility.
What
At the same time, I don't.
did you get, Eric?
Okay.
I assume you do Slicer.
Roll. 29.
You actually go to do it this time, and you get through the keypad and the key card, But then when it gets to the palm thing, it like starts to do like the scan across to say it did it, and then halfway through it just and X is hard, and things start to go off, and you have a countdown starting now.
Damn it, try again. Same thing.
Make it.
What?
Can I help with this?
Nope. Yes, you can. Do you? Wait, no. Wait, a question. Do you have slicer
I
kit?
do not have slicer kit.
In this case, because of the difficulty of the lock, if you don't have slicer kit, you can't really provide aid here.
Cool.
Partner T-Lock, be prepared to cut this door open.
That's
Were you
assuming
about
I
to say make it a
can.
disadvantage?
If someone has slicer kit, you are allowed to help here. No, nobody has it. All right, you're right. It is
I have
disadvantage because you already. If you have slicer kit, you're allowed to provide the help action here. But if you do not, because of the difficulty of the lock, I have to say no.
You know what? While he's doing that, I'm gonna load my incendiary battery in.
Okay, easy enough.
Okay.
So I have. So what? Do you just want me to count every? Say, what's the ammo count on this again? I know it's
10 minutes of fire.
I know it's 10 minutes of firing. So do you just want however long this engagement is, or how many shots I fire? Just 6 seconds.
We'll use
per
the
thing.
Yeah, no. We'll use the engagement. If you take it off, don't count down your time, but count the rounds you're using it.
Okay, so just every turn, every just yeah.
Okay, mark
6
off
seconds
every
I'm firing.
round. Mark off every round you use it. Alright, if nobody's going to provide you this disadvantage because now you've triggered part of the security system.
Well, Johnny wants to get through the door, apparently. So it's not a natural 20, but it is a 30.
30 is just right. As it starts to count down, you get down to maybe like 3, 2, and then it ting and completes the rest of the way.
Stop cutting that so close.
You guys had watched this like turret started to actually whir up and activate, things on the wall started to flicker and hum, and then as everybody's getting tense, getting ready for stuff, it just bing! It separates the doors.
It's gonna pat Johnny on the back and go.
It's like
Lightsaber is
Oh, yeah.
entirely on, but I'm just gonna pat Johnny on the back and go. I had faith in you.
it's a bus door that opens up. It's like the multi-segmented, slightly curved bits as they come in, so they slightly rotate coming out.
Yeah, so while that's still trying to do its opening feature, it's just pat, pat. I had faith in you.
Make a. I want T-Luck to make a con save for me.
Okay.
As he opens the door and you are washed with the raw just presence this room has because of what it contains.
That'll be a 16 total.
16. For a minute there, you have like a stagger back as it just slams into you, and your vision is just a kaleidoscope of colors, swirling, the room shifting. But after a couple steps, you manage to steady yourself, and it's still harsh and just grating on your sight, but it's not enough to do anything there.
That's a lot more than I've seen in probably a long time.
Ever, probably.
Yeah.
Well, it's an artifact vault. What do you expect, partner?
You can have fun on this one. Walking in, opening it up, just each it's like kind of like a museum, almost like hard cases packed around items, but each one's they're closer to each other so they can fit more in. Some things aren't even like visible through looking across this room. It's just solid metal wrapped around whatever is inside of it. You can't even have a display case for it. And there's all kinds of things from just rings to masks to weapons of swords, lightsabers, physical ones. You can even see some archaic ones. Old pieces of armor. Robes that look oddly appealing to some of you.
Here's the real question. How much of it shines red?
A kaleidoscope of mostly red and yellow with a lot of blue as well.
Fair enough.
This is usually kept for the things that can't afford to be let out for one reason or another. Which is odd because blue's down here.
I wonder how, as he just kind of rubs his chin a little bit, I wonder how... Never mind.
Now, like I said
Probably.
before,
Hmm.
don't touch stuff down here. T-Lock,
You recognize this place, Billy.
you
You've been here
should-
before.
T-Lock, you should be smart enough. You're a force caster. Rest of you,
That's funny.
don't touch stuff.
Let's get inside, get the door shut, and see who it is that they had to kill to get this door open.
Sorsha just looks very upset because she can also do force now, so
This is true.
she's
So-
not seen as smart.
Going and navigating. Make a perception check or an investigation. Perception, since you're walking through looking for people quickly.
Can I help?
Any of you can. All of you can do this.
I'll
I
help
have
whoever
an
wants to make it.
I have a natural 20,
I need to
I
get like
help him.
biosensors installed
which only leads to a 23.
to just detect
Okay.
life.
It's okay, Matt likes natural 20s normally.
I do. I think it's fun. It's a little bit of extra chance on stuff.
And
26
ones.
for me.
26, 21, 20, natural 20 with a 23. Anybody else rolling?
I abstain.
You
I'll give
abstained to
help.
like saying you gave help action to somebody.
I'll say I'll give help to someone.
If it... Max, you're
Yeah.
rolling. Still roll with advantage.
I
And two people are giving help. So if you haven't rolled yet for Tinu, you can roll with advantage.
Technically, I already have advantage.
That's okay.
You're also blind.
23.
Yeah, that's
23.
weird, isn't it?
He's reaching out with his force senses. It's okay. Straining his ears and his force senses. What is... Did Tinu roll?
But does he smell anything?
He smells something
Uh,
cooking.
Is it the rock?
Is it just regular investigation?
Perception.
Perception.
Everything's glowing.
I gotta say, Tenu, a lot of stuff in here looks pretty valuable.
To be fair, that's exactly the same thing T-Log had in his head, just for different reasons.
All of you rolled high enough, I'll say, at this point. Even if Tenu doesn't roll standing.
Man,
You don't see anybody on this floor, but you think you hear faint muttering, faint talking down below. You can't really... You're trying to reach out and find stuff with your senses, but you can't tell if you're finding anything as T-Lock, because this is just a kaleidoscope. There's just so much happening in this environment. But you think you hear some muttering as well.
That doesn't
Like,
mean it's-
maybe people talk. What?
That ended up not a nat 20.
Okay. Same with you. Stairwell is like far side of the room, back corner wall, back wall,
Head towards stairwell.
towards stairwell. Keeping what's I'm gonna have to ask for like an order of operations here, order of marching.
I would like to be behind X amount of meat on either side.
I am Steel.
Middle spot. So I'm gonna assume somebody, the big guys at the front. I assume.
Yes, I am a droid
Sorsha
life. I am
wishes
not
to be in
important.
the back.
Sorsha's in the back.
I think you want to be near
Yes.
me, buddy.
I guess I'll be in front of John.
Sorsha's near Chani, buddy.
Thank you.
I'll be in front of Johnny,
So
but behind
I'm
the
gonna
droid.
put T-Lock there, Johnny, Sorsha. That just leaves Tinu and Nima.
How big is this room?
This room, this is a sizable room. Like this is most of an entire floor. This is an
We're
entire
also
floor.
We're also going
So it's
down.
probably, it could be probably measured in like several hundred feet across each way.
I mean, to hide in, hide around, hide under.
If you want to keep moving.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing on this floor that you guys can see if that helps, but
Okay.
no,
So
no
I was
people
like,
present on this
just
floor that
in
you
case.
guys can notice. You think you hear some maybe faint voices from below coming from a stairwell.
Instead, we saw some valuable thing.
There is a lot of valuable stuff, but almost all of it is behind heavy casing. Heavy casing.
And you would have heard the droid go, "Hey, all of this is force crap."
Don't touch it.
So,
Gotcha.
if you wish to do something, let me know.
I'm good.
If you want to keep it private from the group, message me.
someone
Yeah,
takes
they already
stuff and they
fucked
fail
up
my
once.
passive, I'm shooting them.
Okay.
If someone
They
tries
already
to take
fucked up
anything and they
once.
fail my passive, just shoot.
Okay. I'll let that be known. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Oh dear.
What do you
Are
mean?
you...
Do you mean like it's like I can make a boom?
Anything you can make go boom?
No, I'm saying like if you were to set something off, would it go boom?
Like
Or is it
security
like
systems?
artifacts?
This is the reliquary for high-end artifacts and the like that you can't... They don't feel safe to let out into the public or let anybody in the organization really use.
So it's better to destroy them.
Destroying an object like this is both hard and usually has consequences. So a lot of times they either can't or it's dire, so they keep it down here.
Gotcha. Okay.
But to be fair, you probably wouldn't know that bit actually, so never mind. Only Billy and maybe T-Lock right now would have the information of destroying these has consequences sometimes.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming that we're at least light jogging as we contemplate whatever the hell we're
I assume.
contemplating.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just writing that down.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
assuming
I'm
you're
walking.
moving fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving to the stairs.
I will ask. Are you guys stealthing at all?
I will.
Big robots don't
Especially
make a lot of
something
noise. It's not
stealthy.
worth it.
We're on a time frame here.
All right, no stealth. Or did you say Sorsha was?
Sorsha always stealth.
Okay, if there's individuals who want to stealth, you can stealth, but it might remove your marching order and change it a bit depending on how you proceed.
You'll be isolated from the lineup.
I don't want to be isolated.
Because you can't stay with the group that's being allowed and moving forward and still be gone.
Billy
I
is
don't
not
want to be
slowing down.
isolated.
I have to protect these two numbskulls. God damn it. All right, fine.
All right, stealth's out the window. Charging down the stairs. Leading the way is Billy with dum 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 dum. Every time he takes a step, he's moving quick.
Hey, don't forget.
Constantly on his gun's constantly on charge and ready to fire. The rotary cannon in his hands. Hitting the stairs, going down the stairs. Coming out down below as you guys... You run out. Two tall figures in the back. Yes.
I'm gonna stop. You can't technically do it on squares, but I'm gonna stop about 2-3 feet away from the door. Stop the entire party from going any further.
You're not in the front.
And let the droid burst through the door first.
Okay.
Okay.
As we're getting
There's
closer,
not really a door here, by the way. It's doorways.
That's fine.
Does he pick up anything else with his foresight stuff?
Like I said, this area is just a
There's
disaster
too
to
much to
see
tell.
anything his normal way.
Yeah.
Like if
I
he's
just know
fighting outside of his 30-foot range, he's gonna have very much difficulty of time.
Okay. Didn't know if he just picked up anything new that he could see. That were people shaped.
Nope. It's all weird.
Okay.
That's the problem, because like he saw some things that are people shaped, and then he like started to react to look over, and it was a suit of armor or something like that. So it's hard to say if it's people or something else.
Alright, well. Billy's going for it at least.
Go, Billy,
Is
go.
anybody objecting to T-Lock's choice there?
Well, we're all going to be paused for probably about 6 seconds, give or take. So,
It's fine. I'll fight the first round by myself.
apparently.
Alright,
Droid
as
li-
you just
droid
burst through
lives don't matter.
the doorway. Everybody else is hanging back or to the side or something, trying to keep at least out of cover and out of sight. Again, a very large room. About 200 feet away, I'll say, amidst the aisles, are two cloaked figures. Heavy black robes. Doesn't look like they have anything bulky on them. Mostly kind of lean and lithe. Not lithe, but leaner. Like many people. Oh,
What does my protocol say in this situation?
Your protocol says they've broken into a vault that is illegal to enter.
Shoot.
Like, in the circumstances they have. I was gonna just... They're... Can't see the thing they're hovering over right now.
Uh-huh.
Because, well, plenty of things in the way.
Ah.
But they whirl, they look. You can't really get a good description of what they are, just because of the cloaks are very hovering.
As it sounds
How close
like
are they
he's
together?
about to release fiery death upon these two, I'm going to turn to Sorsha and say, keep a lookout for anyone else. They may not be the only ones here.
Can do, Buckaroo.
And
I mean, if they're not coming down behind me, they wouldn't see this then.
I got great passive
Well, we're-
perception. I could do it.
Once you're
they're in the
room-
doorway. They're in the doorway. Some of them can see through the doorway. It's just they don't want to burst through yet. They're using the sides as partial.
We're basically only going
Okay.
to let him slow us down for about 1 round of combat movement worth.
How close are they together?
To
I
you,
I won't stop.
about 200 feet.
I
No,
won't
how
stop
close are they
combat.
together?
Together, probably about 40 feet apart.
Damn.
Sorry.
Man, I gotta pick targets. If I have any kind,
roll
if I have
initiative
any-
if you're going to open fire, because they whirled to look at you.
Oh yes, no. Like the second
Yeah,
that
so
no, I'll
as
say
soon as-
the second that they were identified, they were getting fired on. It's just I'm picking which one.
Yeah, this one's too
As
cool.
soon as
Can't
I
use
hear
it for
truck
initiative
go off,
counting.
it's
Damn
no
it.
longer blocking the door. That way,
Yeah.
initiative still goes off as normal.
Yeah, the second they were identified as trespassers in the systems, and I'll fire.
All right, gotta roll it. Everybody roll their initiative.
I can't wait to see how I'm last on this one.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
Last one
I
was
don't have 10 anymore. I have 3 initiative instead of 10 now.
Oh
I
boy.
have 4 instead of 13.
No one. Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay,
All right.
I thought I cut out
Okay,
again.
I was rolling stuff and doing math real quick.
Sorsha, did I give you my sniper rifle?
25 to
You're
A bit
20.
late for that.
I don't know.
It's not a
What'd
bit
you
late
say,
for
Robert?
that. I don't have it, so I didn't know if I...
What'd you
I
say,
just like
Robert?
the idea of us
Oh.
having this conversation as the droid is opening shooting.
Probably how it's happening because it's realized, huh, that would have been useful right about now.
It would have.
Well, I have 2. I still have 1, and I don't know what I did with the other one.
You know, I don't know. I don't
What's your
have it.
passive, Sorsha?
My passive is 20.
That's what I thought.
21.
Does that make a difference?
Nope.
Damn it.
Can I find her sniper rifle?
No.
Nope. Anyways, 25 to 20.
20.
20 as well.
21.
I go first. I have a +4.
Yep, he's
Oh wait,
right on that.
I'm a
20.
barbarian. I'm a barbarian. I have advantage. No, it didn't.
You
give me
do.
higher. Nope, second roll was lower. Still 20.
Well, Tinu got a 21, so he goes first.
21 is 2.
Nice.
20 is T-Lock.
20A is
And
T-Lock.
then
20B
20 is Billy. 20 to 19. I mean, 20 to 15. 20 to 19 is a very select club. Nobody in 20 to 15?
I got a 17, but I was waiting for everybody else to pile in.
Oh god, no!
I get
I
to
got
go.
a
That's Johnny.
Alright,
That's
hold
Johnny
on. We're
his
getting there.
highest in a while.
15 to 10. 15 to 10? No one? Alright.
Sorsha,
10 to 5?
What's your plus?
I got a 6.
I got a 9.
Ah.
6 is Sorsha. Oh boy, 1.
Look, Sorsha can
That's
be a little slow
everyone.
sometimes, then the other guy's a bit new.
So, you moved forward, dashed forward. It was great. You're about 40 feet into the room, alright?
Uh-huh.
However, as you're whirling up, they whirl around as they hear you're whirring.
Oh, if he's
both
40
start-
into the room, we're all in the room as well.
No, that's one round of movement.
Oh, okay.
So you would still be at the door. That's what you said. You said one round of movement for him as he's doing that. That's one round of movement for him.
Fair.
The next person in line is 40 feet behind Billy, since you held everyone further back.
Yep.
Listen,
And
droid
they're
flight
about
is
200
important
feet
for
from the
human life.
door. They're about
Droid
200
to be
feet from
repaired.
the door. They're gonna move forward.
Ooh.
Just sliding over things, jumping,
Parkour.
running. Like not even just like slide. One of them like sliding, hits the ground, slides. The other one just jumps up onto stands and just starts running on the stands. We watch one draw what looks like a light foil, and the other one draws 2 light shotos.
Oh, look at you. Are you special?
And
Johnny's
looking
right.
at the range on stuff.
Oh man, they're both Dex people.
In this case, yes. It looks like
Kick into combat music.
they can dash and do that. Okay.
Or are
I
they
need.
making, like, a-
Who's
Okay.
towards? Are you guys keeping the rough combat order inside the door? Like a rough marching order inside the stairwells.
Our order's still the same, it's just Billy has a significant lead now.
Okay. I
Yeah,
need.
more or less.
Basically, oh, this is gonna suck. I need Billy. Hold on, my sheet. And T-Lock to make deck saves. Billy, you're at disadvantage on this.
Hell yeah,
So
get that
normal
lightning
because
going.
so normal because of danger sense.
Huh.
As they're running forward, hands out, stretched, starts crackling energy, and you just watch lightning pour in from both of them.
It's clinker time.
Everybody inside, you watch as T-Lock peeks around the door as he starts to hear the gun roar, like he's about to start running, and then just lightning.
19.
Alright.
2-2.
Both of you pass. But you still take half damage.
Yep.
Alright, don't have it.
That's fine. I see how it's gonna be. Wait! Wait! Fuck you, counterspell!
30 feet. 100.
What is... You have a range limit on what you
How
can see
far
now
are they
because
away?
of it.
Awesome.
They are about 120 feet from you.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Next time. Next time.
What was that?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can do the same with the tech tower. Just wait until we find one of them.
You guys each take 16 points of lightning damage as it just arcs. Oh wait, that's for one of them. You guys need to make 2 saves. You take 16 off of one. What's your other save?
Higher.
For what it's worth, good
Just-
call there.
Heal that. Also higher.
Okay. I'm gonna say you guys take 16 off the first one. Oh, that's better.
Ow! Yeah, that's math.
You're gone, Matthew.
Damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
Get back here. I can hear it muffled. It's weird.
And I'm back.
Yes.
Hello.
All right, so you took 16 on the first one and 17 on the second one, even though because you both passed. As lightning just courses through, and T-Lock, you just turned around. Is that light across you?
Directly in front of China, who just
I
eyes
feel
wide
I must-
inside the helmet.
I feel I must inform everyone.
Damn it.
Hey guys, there's lightning!
No, bloodied.
You start. He pulls himself partially back behind cover, but it still like fries his left side a lot. You guys watch is just Billy basically like as it hits, it's supposed to like arc and meet at him basically, and he just kind of like leans forward a bit farther, and it skims across his back, but it still hits him and sparks across him instead of hitting head on.
Man, I have no more rages. Kind of thought those two mooks at the start weren't gonna be mooks.
Yes.
Because, you know, they were with the guy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm at half my total force points. And less than half my HP. Don't even
He's at
complain.
120. I'm sorry, I'm just adjusting everybody's distances so I have him.
Is Sorsh still bloody?
No,
Okay, I didn't know if you got hurt.
I did really bad, but they healed. I got healed.
Okay,
Yes, she did.
Hold on, Nima's
this one's on us. We got this.
What's next?
I have to move and adjust something because everybody's like in a line, so everybody's just like increasingly slightly farther away.
He is also size tiny, so none of that matters to him.
Well,
No,
as teammates, we
no,
can
but
get past
his movement speed.
He said he was towards the back though, so
That
it does matter still.
I took damage.
No.
No, we're saying I'm like noting your placement. I'm putting you and Nima on the same spot just because you're size tiny.
it. Riding on his shoulder.
Okay.
Because everybody's at slightly different distances because of everything. Alright. That's Tenu's turn now. As you just watch a lightning fill, light up the front doorway there where T-Lock was, and then throwing himself back behind cover.
Can I even see them at this point?
No.
If you move forward, you can.
Yeah, but right now, no.
Question.
Yeah.
Did they like merge in a V shape, or are they going in a straight line?
They're getting closer in a V. It's a tighter V now, but you're
Oh,
asking if
they
they're
were-
within 10 feet, they're not.
No, I'm asking if they're within 20 feet.
We will find out. But
How far away is the door
right
from
now,
me?
the droid,
The door.
the door. About 15 feet because everybody lining up in the hallway.
Alright, I'm gonna run to the side of the door.
All right, 15 feet forward at the door, you can see Billy, and you can see people like launching, vaulting, and then just running on cases. Two of them.
About how far are they from me?
You move that forward, they're about 120 feet from you.
Aha. Sniper shot.
Getting out your sniper rifle, unfolding it, laying it. Make an attack roll.
You don't have anything to grant advantage for your sneak attack, though. I should know.
Nope.
That is a 21.
Light foil or double shoto?
Double shoto.
Double shoto. As you fire a bullet, you guys just hear the loud echoing, and then shing, as it pings off and slams into the wall nearby.
Fuck.
I don't know. The direction it slammed into, it obviously could not have hit on its own with how he fired.
Blind sense, hypersensitive ears. Ow!
Yeah, this hurt like a motherfucker to everybody in the hallway because this was a sniper rifle and in close spaces. But I'm not going to call anything on that right now.
It didn't work, guys.
You didn't hit? Oh god.
No.
I see.
As far as you're aware, he just didn't hit. To the others, or at the door, so Billy and I'll say Shawnee probably saw it, the bullet hit towards a wall that he wasn't aiming at all. Something else happened here.
It's called a deflected the bullet.
It's called they deflected a bullet. You saw it enough with the Force Ghost
And the monks.
and the monks.
Yeah, let's
Kinsey time.
Anything else with your movement or action? More movement or bonus action?
I'm good.
Just sitting in the doorway with your sniper rifle. Gotcha. T-Lock, you're up. You just took a face full of lightning.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. How do I put this? Toward the light. I'm gonna go. 30
You have an
feet-
idea of the directions they came from. You just
Yeah.
can't quite
Well,
make out details for
I
them.
know Force Lightning. I have that power. It's straight.
Yep.
And.
But
So
it was slightly V'd when it hit you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go in a. How do I put this? God damn it!
Yeah, actually, you wouldn't be able to tell the V was sound. Sorry. As far as you know, it'd be ahead then.
Diagonal
From the door.
from the door to the right. My full movement.
So to the right, 30 feet.
Yep.
All right. Moving diagonal, so you're not going to hit quite as close as you could if you'd went forward.
That's fine. I don't want to be that close.
But you are just right around. Well, you don't know.
And I can't see them at all.
You have an idea of where they would be, but not great. This place is wrecking hell with foresight.
Spend to win.
That's gonna
With
do-
your passive is 19, right?
Yeah.
You like I said, okay, so with 19, I'll say you can hear roughly the direction they're in, and that there's two of them in different spots.
Mhm.
But basically, if you're making the equivalent of a ranged spell attack, it will be at disadvantage.
Fair. Give me just 1 second. That should be over there.
Where's your phone? I wrote down you guys' passive. It is.
I'm just banking on sources.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the highest.
Yeah.
It's all I've got.
Who's the lowest?
Are they?
Something like that.
Johnny. Anyways.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
You know what?
Oh. Huh.
They
What'd
like
you do?
lightning. I like lightning.
You can only probably hit the one to like the far,
That's
the closest
fine.
to you.
That's
Which is ironically the double Shoto guy.
How did he hit me when he's 120 feet away?
They use the slightly better versions of stuff.
Fair enough. Because I just looked at it. Also, I need you
Yep.
to make a deck save.
Deck save.
Disadvantage.
Alright. Disadvantage deck save. What is their deck save bonus?
Why our disadvantage?
I have.
He can do it once per round or once per short rest thing.
Alright.
17.
Nope.
That's probably a fail.
Spending more points.
I don't think it's more points. I'm gonna look real quick.
If it's from the feet, I think it lets you do it once for free.
Yeah, it's once for free.
And then you have to spend points on the other stuff.
So Force Lightning, he takes full damage. Look at him.
Yep.
He's an idiot.
He's already used his reaction, so he can't reduce this any.
I'll leave it at the.
So you guys watch as T-Lock, getting a face full of lightning, breaks out and starts towards the right of all this, deciding lightning starting to cackle down him and just hurls it at him as like just returning the favor.
I'm assuming Double Shoto was on the left, and I went right, so I would hit him, right?
Well, he's on. Yeah, he was on the right side of the doorway, so you went to the right. He's the closest.
Okay, fair enough.
I would say he's on your right
Oh,
before you took off running, and since you took off to the right, you went to the same side he was on, making
Fair
him the
enough.
closest.
Fair enough.
Rolling damage.
Yeah.
Don't forget your extra d6.
Extra d6. Oh yeah.
Shoto
wow.
saber. Your Shoto crystals. Your Kyber crystal.
You're right.
It has been a month or so, so I understand if mechanics are a bit.
Oh, he gets a D6 on force powers.
Yep, just on force powers. in
Just so
general.
long as we don't look at the book and see that everything's different again.
No kidding.
Some things are. Some things are.
I know.
Some things are.
31 normal damage and 3 whatever that extra d6 is. 31
Necrotic.
lightning damage and 3 necrotic.
So, You watch it just return, and lightning blasts out of him, all wrapping around the double Shotos. He tries to duck away, but as he tries to hit the duck away, his foot skids across one of the slick glass surfaces, and it just direct impacts him. 34 damage to him. Ouch.
Yeah. Fuck him.
You got a bonus action left.
I do have a bonus action left. I'm trying to fucking remember what the goddamn bonus action was that I wanted to do. Because my brain is not working. It's been a while.
Spin up your sabers.
Not a bonus action.
Heal.
Not a bonus action.
Med pack.
That is a bonus. Fuck it, yeah, bonus action.
Pulling out hypodermic needles, ramming it into your leg real quick.
So, because if you're looking for force powers, there's like almost no bonus action ones.
Oh, actually, there are quite a few now that I actually have.
Oh.
They added it since you looked, Robert.
Oh
You
god.
can also quicken. I say there's also
Yep.
quickening.
Anyways,
Yeah, and I have
bonus
that.
action heal.
I got
How much do you
6 points back. Woo!
Oh yeah, that's great. Hey, it's 6 points. It might help.
Still
Billy,
plenty.
you're up.
Advance 40 feet forward.
All right, you're 40 feet away from them.
All right. Shoto 1's been shot already. To those present with Mandalorian bloodline, I'm sorry, but this has been known in the past to make them what you meatbags refer to as erect and fire.
All right, not raging.
I don't have any left.
Oh shit, you burned all of
You
them.
used them all into
Yes, because
I didn't realize you used-
we fought two dragons, and I had to rage separately for each one, and then
once with them. I thought you had more than 3 at this level.
no,
You should have 4 at this level.
no, I'm one fighter. I'm 8 barbarian, 1 fighter.
Yeah, I thought you had 4. Damn.
No, only 3,
All right.
unless they changed it.
I don't know. I was looking at base barbarian. I play it a lot. Doesn't matter, I guess, right now. Open fire. Make a dex saves on the Shoto, because they're probably just outside of each other's range.
Are they within 20 feet of each other?
They're probably just outside of it because they did split off from different
You have
directions.
4 rages. You've had 4 rages since 6th level.
They changed that then.
No, that's always been base barbarian. That's why I was confused.
All right, then bonus action will be the rage.
Okay,
It's nice to have a double screen computer.
now you're out of rages. Good to know.
Now I'm out of rages. But
We're taking a short rest after this combat. Fuck you.
So a slightly
But-
angrier burr.
oh yes.
Yep. I need to make dex save. I need to make 2 dex saves actually for this, because of the secondary effect of your incendiary ammo. Now keep in mind, all the damage you're doing now is incendiary. It's not
I
energy
know.
plus this. It's just straight incendiary with the chance of them catching on fire.
Yep. DC 19.
Fails both of them miserably.
Sorry, I'm
All
happy.
right.
Fuck him.
He rolled a 1, but it was on the fire, so it doesn't proc your thing, unfortunately.
Is the extra D is it a D4 or D6 extra fire?
A D8 extra fire because it's a save.
And is it doubled from the burst property, or is it separate?
The fire is separate from this. It will do. The fire is an extra bit. It'll just be a singular D8.
Okay.
But he is now on fire. As
So
Billy and just starts lighting out very much distinctively more unstable and burning lasers.
so 25 total.
All right, shit. Second one,
Second one.
same thing.
Yes.
This man is gonna be bloodied, I bet. Second roll. He's already on fire, but I guess he has to see if he takes an extra D8 this time. What's his bonus? Plus that. Lowest one is a 23, so I think he passes both.
Sadly.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm
But he's
just
still on fire.
This is just walking, hip firing a minigun.
As Billy does as Billy's been doing, just walking forward. The second it gets caught off guard on the first one as he's recovering from the lightning blast, but the second one he throws himself down and ducks behind something real quick as it hits before standing back up.
And now he's on fire.
And he is on fire. At the start of his turn, he will take a D8 of extra damage until he puts it out. Johnny, you're up.
All right.
Okay.
You're 125 feet away from them.
From them, yes. Inside the
Captains,
doorway.
at least.
I still have how much movement?
Uh,
Before I do that, I'm going to turn around, look at Sorsha, notice something off about the little return pad on the lightsaber thingy, touch a switch, have an inspiration die.
inspiration die means you have an extra D8, I think, at this level.
D6 because they knocked me
D6.
down.
Yeah. You have an extra D6 you can add to an ability score, an ability check, skill check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do it after you roll, but before we decide if it passes or fails.
Are you pure engineer? 9th level?
He's not.
Nothing. It's D8.
Meh. Moving inside the doorway though.
She's right behind you, so that's no extra movement.
How this place is set up, is it like floor to ceiling artifacts, or is it just like lines?
Through the middle of the room, it's sometimes there's a tall one that reaches to the top, but for the most part, it's like chest level at the highest, and the walls are where the real tall stuff usually is, so you can see over it.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily solid counters and lines of it. It's just a lot of things in spots. Sometimes close enough it is. Sometimes there's gaps. It's not organized the best because some things have to be distances before they can't be too close to certain.
Well,
they added stuff to the barbarian.
Yep, we can discuss that later.
I'm looking at it now.
well, neither of these two are the one that she's worried about. So,
Nope, probably not. You recognize the slashes, I assume.
yeah. So she's going to kind of try to get a bit of a bird's eye view if possible, to where she can kind of get a lay of the land, however high that needs to be.
Mortimer can go to the ceiling
Well,
and look
Mortimer's
around, but the
back in,
ceiling's not terribly high.
Mortimer's still back in the entryway.
To the building?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know you left him up there. I thought you brought him with.
He's still on computers, and I don't think that I can access him down here with the probably security stuff.
Not in this room, no.
So he's meh.
Once you get outside of this room, probably, but not right now.
So bird's eye view. Anything become apparent?
Are you flying up?
Yeah.
How much are you movement using to get up? Because you can get up to about 15 feet ceiling.
Why don't
Out and up?
Yeah.
Ceilings are about 15 feet high, so out and up?
Yeah.
It's probably about 20 feet of movement to get up, looking around. Are you going to use your passive, or are you going to make an active search?
Well, if I happen to see something with a passive of 12, then that means I don't have to waste my action.
You see two people running across like goddamn ninjas
Alright. So I do not see.
with your passive.
Well, I should probably do something about those two. So they're how far away exactly?
After moving forward and up, probably about 110 because you moved up in that way.
Fuck it, I'll make 2 shots at disadvantage.
Okay.
One on each.
Shoto, foil, or double Shoto?
One on each.
One on each? Alright, we'll start with foil then.
Just to get them off of being okay. Go harpoon gun, shoot them what good. 21.
Ching! Harpoon flies and hits the ceiling.
There it goes.
As it flies at them and just redirects suddenly with no good apparent reason.
And the other one's a 26.
That'll hit.
Okay. It's going to be blah, 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 blah. 10 piercing damage and
Alright.
4 fire.
You could just add them total for this.
But I didn't know.
Yeah, I just realized afterwards. You guys could add total for this.
Pew pew.
I will say, Double Shoto guy is bloodied as he stands back up after taking cover from one of the bursts from Billy. Stands back up and just boom, and one buries itself in his shoulder with a bit of ignition on his cloak, which doesn't show much because he's already on fire. Nima, you're up. You're 135 feet away, and Sorcia's in the way.
Can
I'm
I
sorry.
move past Sorsha? Go forward.
Matt, can you go
It'll
ahead
be
and
a
add these
tight
things
fit.
on?
So I think the rule is you have to make an acrobatics to see if you can squeeze through spaces
I'm going to do
that's
that.
already occupied. It doesn't take up anything extra. You just have to make the check to see if they're in the way as you rush.
Matt, can we go ahead and add these on? Because I know what 3 I want.
I have 18 on
Yeah.
the die.
I'll just want to know later. That's good enough. Slipping past, you can move forward. How far you want to move forward?
My full distance, 30 feet.
30 feet. Alright, so you get outside the door. You can see them on their doing their cool shit. Running on stuff. Taking cover. Everybody's opening fire with lightning, harpoons, and miniguns. Or rotary cannon.
Do I see Johnny anywhere?
Johnny's up in the sky. Up at the ceiling.
Oh, I don't need to see her. We have comms, right?
Yeah, you guys have comms.
Are we going loud or doing this quietly?
Are we? No, the loud has already been established. You have a rotary cannon firing, a lightning firing.
You're asking that question
I
now.
don't know how loud any of
There's
that
another
is.
one in here somewhere. Don't.
Sir,
Try not
a
to-
rotary cannon is the laser equivalent of a minigun, basically.
Also, force lightning causes a big ass boom because it's
It's
lightning.
lightning.
And it's been fired 3 times.
Yeah.
And a sniper rifle was fired like 5 feet away from you.
Yes, there's
Yeah,
also the
silence
sniper
on.
rifle. That...
That's right.
Yeah, but the thing, silence at that close doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah.
Silence just gives you the chance, if you're hidden, to keep hidden.
I started to say something. Should I continue?
Go ahead.
Okay.
You already asked.
You're asking that question now? No. There's another one in here somewhere. Be on the lookout. He's the one you need to watch out for.
Is he invisible?
I don't know. You don't see him from here,
If he
though.
was, I would see him.
Okay, who
No,
can I
you
see?
fight not in here.
6 seconds
Unless
go.
he's within range.
Yeah.
Anyways, you're up.
Who can I see at this point?
You
How
can
far
see, enemy-wise, you can see the 2 cloaked figures running forward. They're about 105 feet from you.
I'm gonna take aim at one of them.
I didn't know.
Foil or Shoto?
Shoto.
Alright, he's the one who's
Oh.
been hit a lot already.
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt,
Empire
I didn't have.
Sonic
Oh, never mind. He wasn't within range.
Man,
Nope. What?
That roll I told you earlier is too higher.
Okay, I'll mark it up.
So I'm firing a sonic shot, and I'm gonna be using booming strike. Okay.
Roll to hit. Are you at disadvantage, I think, at this range?
I am. I have 4160 range.
He has partial cover due to all of the objects in the way, I will say.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just a little disadvantage.
Yeah, it's still a disadvantage.
14.
14 to hit.
No. 14 on the die. I was looking at the die for critical. 14 on the die plus 12 is 26.
That'll still hit.
Okay, cool. 22. 16 plus 7, whatever that is. 23 damage. Total.
Oh, for that check, I see. Not damage.
No, sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. So, how much damage did you say? Sorry, you missed that without
23.
just checking this. 23 damage as you just fire, and again, everybody in close proximity at an enclosed room just loud cacophony noise as Nemo runs out, levels his pistol, and fires. And again, this guy goes spinning as a laser just slams into his shoulder and tosses him backwards against the case. With a coming out of him. You guys are fucking him up really bad. He is really hurt. Bonus action?
Gonna get worse here in a minute.
How bad does T-Lock still look?
I'm blooded.
T-Luck's looking rough.
I want the photo pack this way. That's in the
Okay.
tech power.
It's a healing word, I know.
Yeah.
Roll, what level?
I can raise a level, can't I?
Yes, you can.
How many D4s do you want this man to have?
A lot, please. Please, a lot.
I'm just going to do it at third level.
Only
Okay,
for-
so 3d4 plus 5.
Plus 5?
You add your modifier. You add your modifier.
11.
11 total?
11 total.
Okay. You get 11 hit points back.
Not blooded anymore!
As after leveling and firing off this cacophonous noise, watch as, however, how do you want to flavor your Kotal pack? Because everybody's tech's going to be a bit different. Especially when you're high-level engineers and tinkered.
I want to say I would fire a needle from a different gun, but I don't have.
It could be like an underbarrel on your current one.
That would work.
As you just churn and
Oh,
and you watch it. You look down as there's a needle in your arm. You're like, oh fuck! Why did he shoot? Oh, that feels nice.
Oh, that's much better.
Just Sorsha, you're up.
Yes. How far away is the Sorsha?
From the captains, the black cloak characters.
Yes.
About 130.
Excellent. I cannot move that far at all.
You can bonus action dash.
Yeah.
You can move really far.
Yeah, you can move 60 feet.
You can't get into melee this time, probably.
No, an action will
Sorsha
put you
does-
how far? Not even action.
Sorsha no want melee.
Walking forward should be 100 feet away.
There you go, Matt.
What? I missed her bit over Eric's bit.
Walking forward will put her 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Bonus
What'd you
action
say?
dash.
No, Max, what'd you say you're doing?
I said I don't want to do melee, so I'm going to do insightful fighting.
On which one? Shoto or Foil?
Which one's not been hit very much?
Foil hasn't been hit at all.
Sorsha will hit foil.
Alright, roll your insight.
27.
Hit him with insight.
Fuck. They have no bonuses besides their stat.
Well, then it's
Sorsha's
impossible.
very insightful.
Natural 20s are possible, but he didn't roll it, so you got insightful fighting.
Haha.
So I will mark that he has it. He is. Are you going to move forward at all? Because you're currently 130 feet away.
Yeah, I'm going to move my full movement.
So you'll be 100 feet away.
Yes. Still cannot shoot Arlo. Still too far away.
You can shoot him, it just won't have sneak attack.
No, because his long range is 80.
I don't think
For the
that's
4 shot, remember you have the other shot. You have 4 shot is 40, 80. Other shot is 60, 120. Single shot is
yeah.
60, 120.
Oh yeah.
Matt, is what I sent you acceptable?
Yeah. Oh shit! Actually, that booming shot wouldn't have hit. I made that mistake, so I'll let it slide. But it shouldn't have hit actually.
What do you mean shouldn't have hit?
I
You
forgot
have partial
that
cover.
partial cover with reactionary shield. The reactionary shield stays up for the rest of the round as well. I forgot it wasn't for a single attack.
AC?
But I've messed up, so
Well,
we'll let
you
it be.
just said I
We'll let it
used my
slide.
COVID
Nope.
after you
We'll
died to level it up.
let it. Nope. We're letting it slide. I fucked up. Next round, we'll keep it in mind.
Long range Arlo attack, please.
So disadvantage on the strike here,
Does Insightful,
and he doesn't have partial cover because he's running on top of shit.
does Insightful care about disadvantage? I think it does.
It does. You
Okay.
can't. You still have to meet the requirements of not at disadvantage.
I tried.
Don't break a harpoon.
This makes me sad because I got a nat 20, but the other roll was a 17.
Plus,
A lot.
8.
that'll hit.
Sweet.
God damn, Robert, those are good ones. Okay.
I now have 50 speed.
I know where that says ion and electric on there, but we'll do that from now on rather than that first bit.
Well, I wasn't raged yet anyways.
15!
Fair. How much?
15!
Hey, 15 as he's running, and you watch as it streaks by and grazes across the side and tears the cloak up. And it seems to catch a bit of him.
Haha.
Alright, that's everything for you. It's their
My
turn
work
again. They're
very
going to keep
fun.
moving forward.
Wait. That guy takes 5 fire damage.
He does.
Sorsha did all she can do.
How bad would you be if that's what killed him of all things?
Oh, I would be perfectly fine with that.
It doesn't, but it'd be funny. Anyways, they're going to move forward their movement. So I need to go through to just everybody's
The
distances.
shoulder move.
Wait.
Takes
Attack of opportunity.
How so?
If they get within 30 feet of me.
Oh, for your feet.
Yes.
All right, you'll get to choose one or the other. Actually, no. If they're running in, you can only fire burst. You can fire burst as attacks of opportunity, can't you?
Let me check that. If it's, I don't know if it might be auto or burst.
Auto means you can only fire in rapid or burst. It might be rapid.
Yeah. So I mean, if it's rapid or burst.
I don't know. You might not be able to fire with it. The rules on rapid and burst are very hit and miss.
So I don't mean to cut in here, but if the Shadow Blade moves, he takes 10 damage.
That might do it.
Actually, it does do it.
So he goes to move, and then between fire and
you watch the
sonic,
sound just go. You watch sound and just go, poof, and the fire pulses out at the same time, and he just and slumps and crashes into the ground.
I can use either. It just says if they move within 30 feet of me, they provoke an attack, and I can use a blaster. So
Okay, roll I gotta roll a save.
yes.
Let me just finish marking up distances before I forget shit.
I have
Fair
to
enough.
worry about one of them.
I know, but I still have the other guy. They're converging, so it would have been about the same. Alright, 2 saves. Well, he fails getting hit with a natural 1, but he does pass the fire damage.
Yes.
He doesn't catch on fire, but he does get a critical failure, which for you counts as a critical hit.
I know. Come to me, D6s.
As he's running forward and he realizes, eyes widen as he takes a step forward, and he was expecting you to be a bit slower, not instantly tracking when he's mid-jump.
All right.
And it's just eyes widen, you just see the white of the eyes go, oh.
So that's a 6 and a 4. So that makes it 10, which goes to 20. Which counts as the critical, which goes to 40. Which add my modifier. See, so 40. So 45 and the range damage up.
Let me check something real quick.
Go on.
Yeah, you can. Oh no, he doesn't have that. Never mind.
47 fire then.
As he jumps, you guys, he's audibly hear those of you closer. Oh, and just a hail of lasers just streak ripping through the edges, the chest, ripping into this guy heavy. He is bloodied after that, landing heavily afterwards, right in front of Billy as he comes down with a saber swing.
He's also flame resistant.
Wow.
Who's flame resistant?
Sorry, his clothes are flame retardant as he's not on fire.
No, he just avoided the worst of it, so he kept the fire from actually igniting him, basically.
Casting specialist is amazing.
Oh, fuck. I have so many good things on this, but I can't use them on droids.
Why the fuck do you think I let the droid go in first? Fuck
Alright,
him.
he's rolling to hit with one of these, so
19 AC.
coming into... Yup. He's got 3 slashes coming out. That one hits because it's a 19 on the die. 18 on the die. And critical. Holy shit.
Well, thankfully I have resistance.
Yeah. I didn't expect this guy to be able to do that much. Get that lucky with these.
I expect it.
I've been rolling for shit.
I'm surprised I've been hitting people that have dexterity.
You have a 19 save.
That does not matter. That literally does not matter.
And he rolled shit for damage. Oh my god. So you take 6, 6, and 15.
Did you have that already?
No, so 3, 3, and 7. As he steps forward trying to swing, and the lightsaber just won't bite into Billy's armor ever. It just keeps hitting and skidding off with visible frustration.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Bonus action, he's gonna quicken this because fuck you. Something
Yeah.
at least. And okay.
Okay.
Is he
It
within
just-
60 feet?
Um
Because I moved 30 feet forward. At a diagonal.
Yeah, he's just within range. He'll be just within range. But here's the problem: you can't see him outside of your 30 feet range.
But can I sense the force power activating?
The room's too much for you to be able to get that. That's what I'm saying. Outside of your 30 foot, because you guys walked into it.
Finicky
I'm
bastard.
sorry. This was made before I knew you had foresight. I'm sorry.
Billy can take the fucking force power.
Make a deck save. I think at neutral, because of a deck dangerous. As he's just point blank lightning blasting you.
Ah, yes.
So normal save.
Is it a ranged attack?
No, it's just fuck you saves.
Okay, the lightning.
Yeah, it's more lightning.
That's what I said. He's blasting lightning at you again.
Fucking god damn it! I was
It's
gonna
fine.
make him even angrier and sever his force power.
19?
I think that just passes.
Make sure you use everything.
All
on the
right.
nukes,
Let's
Yep.
quarter this.
like your last
Let's
range.
quarter this.
I rolled really
Lightning.
good damage too.
No. Stop this. I have 87 health.
So 24 plus
What's the
10.
problem with that?
So 34. It was 34 damage, but now you divide it in two for 17, and then divide it again in two for 8.
79 health.
As despite all points, last second you just rip your body to the side and it just and skids off of your armor for the most part. It hits the ground behind you. Actually, wait. Oh,
Partner, if you didn't know, I'm
Nima,
electrically insulated.
Nima, Sorsha, and Tinu. I need all of you also to make saves. I forgot.
Everyone that's in the hallway.
Yep.
I dodged.
Same.
I didn't.
Sorsha, what'd you roll?
A two.
Making a save too.
So, because you have evasion, you still take half at 17. Do remember you have force powers for things like reducing elemental damage.
Does she have absorb elements?
Oh, it's elemental damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's lightning damage as he's just blasting lightning across the room.
So 17 damage.
Unless you wish to use a reaction to reduce it, because remember you have that force power.
I also have evasion.
Well, evasion
Yeah.
happens no matter what.
Oh.
Evasion
It
doesn't
just
cost a
does.
reaction. It's what lets you half it even though you failed.
What's
If you
my,
reaction, you
what's
can
my
quarter
force
it.
power?
I don't know the exact name of it.
Force propel?
It's probably absorb
No.
something, and it's a first level.
Disperse force?
Maybe.
That's the one.
Yeah, that one.
I wish to use that, yes.
Okay. Reaction, as you see the lightning coming at you, panic, throw it out, and most of it dances around you, so you only take 8 lightning damage.
Or lightning.
But it does cost you 2 points.
Okay.
Oh no, her spell slots.
Oh no,
So
I
she's-
don't use them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she's starting. We're gonna try and get her to use more.
I'm getting pretty low.
Tenu, what did you get?
This is a dex save.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Then I can.
You also have evasion.
Yeah, what did you roll though? Tenu? Hey,
I got rolled a 12.
12 total?
No.
Plus... I think that's a pass with your pluses then.
If he has a maxed out dex with a +4, yeah.
What's your dex save
Yeah.
bonus?
Uh.
What?
Dex save is. Modifier. No. This
It's not the modifier,
Nine,
it's the
Jesus.
save.
9.
So, yeah, you pass, meaning evasion. You just duck and it skids over your head. Actually, you don't even duck. You just get to account for your height. Nima, what's yours?
I will tell you once I understand this ability.
What ability is it?
It's a modification for my weapon, Shock Absorber. I can't tell if it uses.
Shock
No,
absorber, I
technical
think,
point.
is shock absorber. I thought was to reduce the
Yeah,
recoil.
it's basically casting absorb energy. But I don't know if it uses tech nodes or not.
No, it lets you cast it once without doing stuff.
Oh, cool. Then I'm
So,
using absorb.
okay. Well, you still got to roll a save.
Oh
So-
yeah, I have 11 on the save.
You got 11 total,
Yeah,
so you take
11 total.
17 damage and use your reaction. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which doesn't matter. 17 lightning for you. That brings us to Tiddu.
Are they both still there? Or-
What? One guy's still
What
there.
is there?
17 is
The
half.
other one's dead. Yeah, 17 was
And
half.
on fire. And on fire.
No,
He's
he passed his fire.
No, the dead guy's burning, is what he's saying.
Oh, yeah, the dead guy is, yeah.
Is it the one with the 2 weapons, or is it the other guy?
It's
the
like
other
full guy left. He is bloodied and rough looking.
And,
I'm gonna shoot
standing
him.
next to, and standing next to me.
Okay.
How far
Roll
away
to
is the
hit.
dead guy?
He moved within that. He just essentially took a step. So from you, it would have been about 100 feet away.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I gotta make sure. Dire, that's the one where you take a -1 on the attack, right?
You gotta keep track of your properties, man. I can't keep track of everything on these. There's too much.
I was
Hey,
trying
give
to
me a
find
minute.
that, so I was looking for the whole time. I'm pretty sure that's what Dire is. Dire is vicious. If you hit a critical, you add that bonus. Dire, if I remember correctly, it's you take a -1 on your attack roll. If it still hits, you get a +1 damage.
I have learned all those things.
When
in
you
the
make a
play.
weapon attack with a dire property, you can choose to suffer a penalty to the attack roll up to the dire number, and if you hit, you add that dire number to the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was kind of like I was searching for it, but I couldn't find it.
I have an easy way of finding it, that's why I did that.
I tried the search.
Control
And
F.
well, let me search it.
Control
Yeah,
F.
so I tried to search it.
No. You go to weapons and you just choose dire under the properties.
I tried it. Let me do all that real quick. But anyways, what are you doing?
That's a nat 20.
Okay, well that didn't tell me what you're doing.
I think
Oh,
it's
you
gonna
You gotta
show
tell
it
me
in
what
there.
you're doing with your dire shit before we roll.
Oh, it's
That's
on
why
the
I'm
stack,
asking
right?
what all you're doing.
Oh,
No, you gotta tell me what penalties and things you're taking before you roll.
Oh, it's a -1 Dire.
Okay. You gotta tell me all that stuff before you roll, because otherwise you could roll 20 and then just tell me you wanted to do it. That's part of that. That's why I'm asking you now. We'll let it go this time just
Ah.
because it's new shit.
Okay.
But-
like, as soon as you said the property, that's when I rolled for it.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. We
wanted to
gotta
make sure-
confirm what you're doing to your shot. So 20 to hit. Alright, roll to hit. You still don't have sneak attack. Oh no, you do have sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of Billy.
Ow, that's a
I'm
lot
just
of cubes.
looking down. I'm just looking down at him. Singular glowing red eye.
You're
No,
looking
you're
up
not.
at him. He's on the case.
So
Oh wait,
sneak attack. That
I don't know. If he's short, we might be at an even height.
No, you're looking up at him.
All
Is
right.
he full? Is Tenu full operative?
No.
No, he's 8.
8
Yeah.
operative, so you have 4d6.
So 46 on top of your D12.
That are all double.
Yep.
I accept.
I'm
he's dead.
expecting this to hurt.
So you liquefy the man.
Is it 2d12?
No.
It's a D12
Once
plus
you,
46.
Plus 46.
Okay.
once you roll
Then
your die,
times
double
two
the
it,
number.
and then add modifier.
5.
This is why I have dice rollers, honestly. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes it just takes too long.
Same.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't have time to roll 16d6 effectively.
I have 4 dice of each type at any time, but any more than that's just kinda don't fit no more.
I need a bigger dice bag now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a bigger one. There's some really
Dice
cool
box.
ones, cool looking ones on Amazon.
What are you
24.
at currently? 24 on the dice?
Yep.
Before doubling?
Yeah.
Okay, so you level the rifle, aim, and the guy's head just pops like a grape as he's looking up with the lightning to see what happened.
Looting double Shoto due to both of his Shotos.
Does the blood splatter anywhere?
I don't think that we're
Yeah.
out of initiative yet.
Yeah. Oh, you are.
Can I
Who
catch the
gets
lightsaber?
covered?
Can I catch his lightsaber or as it just falls?
Yeah, you can. Nobody gets covered because nobody's behind him.
Aww.
Okay, before they all
Okay.
scatter and start doing their things, quickly over to comms. There's another one. He's the dangerous one we need to be looking out for.
Where?
Sorsha, I don't know yet. Sorsha, take my hand.
I take her hand.
Very,
Why?
very forcefully finagling upward to try to give her a bird's eye view. Do you see him?
Make
Do
a
I see
perception
him?
check.
Look with your magic eyes.
You guys get your 2 sabers. You get your 2 sabers. You catch the life foil. They both flickered off when they died.
Goodbye, last
I'm
rage.
an
fine.
idiot.
I'm just pocketing it.
Okay.
I'm
Johnny,
gonna-
you did not help me.
Actually, could I help her?
You are helping.
How
I'm
did-
gonna-
Help actually, it's just advantage.
Just a quick thing. Is there any like because
Never mind, Johnny, you help.
All right.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I went from a 2 to a 20.
You don't see anybody else in here.
Damn it. There's nobody, Johnny.
Are there any like because you said basically everything is behind like something. Are there any like sets of armor that are in cases?
Yeah.
Like, solid glass cases?
Yeah.
So they're like 5-10 feet off the ground?
They're on. They usually start at the ground up with those ones.
So you'd say about 5 feet off the ground?
Well, no, it's like standing like just barely like on a slightly raised platform, like normal.
Well, I'm saying like the glass.
They're basically on an armor. They're basically on an armor stand
Oh, so they're not
with a
in
glass box around them.
Yeah, I
I
want to
think
be
he
on
wants to
top
hop
of
on top of the
case.
glass box.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get on top of one, so you could probably be about 5 feet up. Yeah.
I need to rest here if anybody has any contradictions to that.
We do not have time
For a
for
moment.
resting. We still need to find someone. Billy, what's the most dangerous artifact in this reliquary? Or
You rolled
what
a
has
natural
the
20,
most
right?
amount of... Yes,
You had a natural 20 for your perception, right?
She did.
Yeah, so
The
26.
ceiling just vibrated.
Moving back upstairs, now.
And you heard a very, very, very faint and very distant crumpling boom sound and screeching metal.
Johnny, do we want to go up to that?
Want
Are
to,
you
no.
sure?
Need to, yes. If we let them get whatever it is they're here for, they're going to be using it on us.
Billy, go upstairs.
Oh, I have 50 feet. So here, can I just grab this? Okay, this is odd, but can I keep my rage by just fucking mutilating this body as we're going?
No, not technically on this one.
Damn, because I wanted to use the boat.
Can he keep his rage if I slap him and say, "Hey, let's go"?
If he just like flicks me in the head.
I will let it stay as long as you take a D4 for the
I
3
will
rounds.
slap him
Each
for a
round
D4.
it'll take to get up top.
Yeah,
Will you accept that?
I do.
Okay. Roll
this-
3D4 for me.
Hang on. At 50, I'll say I have 50 feet of movement now and bonus
Yep.
action dashing.
That's what I'm saying. Running back through. I think that's called raging. I thought.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to keep the rage.
Okay, I'm making sure. Yeah. So it'll still take 2 rounds to get up there. So 2D4.
So as he's running past me, can I just slap him with a motivator boost to double his speed?
Cool. You take 2 damage.
Yeah.
But
1
Yeah.
damage reduced.
So. No, I think it's 2 separate
Already-
hits. So you each one can only go down to 1. So you still
Okay.
take 2.
they already
Okay.
rolled a 1.
Aw.
So
Oh,
motivator boost means you're also double movement for the next 10 minutes, or until he loses concentration. 1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
Double
And you
Hold on.
movement speed.
So,
AC.
and a bonus action dash. So I have 300 feet of movement in a
Yep.
round fully.
You are up top.
I will force throw rocks at him if need be.
I figured
Hang
the
on,
second
wait,
one is him at the
wait.
end of the hallway, basically.
Wait,
That's his
yeah.
throw.
They're
Is-
not important details.
Wait, is T-Lock just like grabbed onto me and just clinging onto my back pretty much?
There we go.
No.
He hit you. He was throwing shit at you, like just crumbled like bits of the
Okay.
stone and shit from where you guys were fucking up. There's not a lot, but there's just enough to throw shit at you.
I thought he would have been just slap that robo ass.
And the second one says you're getting up to the top. You make it up top. Nothing's up there right now. Roll a perception check.
Alright.
While running up, can I bonus action heal?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is anybody
Okay.
following him?
Does the reliquary go down more?
No, this is bottom floor.
Okay, so we're going back. If Sorsha
Sorsha just wants to casually walk.
Billy's
Source is
eyes
lagging.
Billy's eyes pretty much just lit up like they're fucking woke as he's moving 300 feet around.
You're on the equivalent of robot cocaine right now.
The robot just went turbo speed, and Sorsha doesn't want a part of that.
No, like if something got in his way, it might explode on impact. But you get up there and nothing's up here.
22 doesn't find anything?
Nobody's up here.
What does the motivator boost do?
Make you run
Motivator
real
boost is like haste without the extra action.
You get 2 extra AC and advantage on dex saves.
And double speed.
And double speed.
But there's
Johnny,
no
I don't
exhaustion. There's no like loss of round at the end of it.
Johnny, I don't see anyone up here. Johnny?
Distant. It was a distant noise source.
More.
Oh. It was pretty
What?
far away.
If I see no one, I'm gonna keep going.
Run through each of the aisles.
Keep going. I support this. Keep going.
You're gonna lose your rage at this point, but
I pretty much have to. Like the elevator ride took more than a minute. I can't keep
Yeah.
it up pretty much.
Aw.
I
it's
just
okay. It
literally
happens to
cannot-
everybody eventually. But
Do as much of a sweep as you can before then.
okay, are you actually gonna do what she's telling you to do there?
Johnny takes precedent, so she's telling me to take a sweep. I pretty much just have to sweep up.
Running up and down the aisles, nothing. The only thing you
Sorsha on the flow below just take.
everybody coming up just hears that. You are seeing a robot on crack.
Mm-mm. No.
I imagine the like rotary cannons constantly whirring as he's searching as well.
Oh,
Like,
it
at the
is.
ready to just fucking ballistic somebody as he's running at Mach speeds.
If you make a complete
is.
pass and don't find anything, do the same down here.
Insert
All right.
raccoon that just so happened to get caught up there.
That raccoon
Nothing's
would be
up top.
incinerated. All right.
And it takes
Johnny
about,
said-
I'll say it takes about 30 seconds to check up top with your fucking speed. No, that's a big room. That's a big room. You're probably gonna run out searching the top floor.
In the meantime,
All
I'm
right.
keeping watch down here to see if anything looks funky. I'm thinking invisible at the moment.
Perceptions.
Anything invisible?
To anybody keeping a watch. T-Lock's going up top. T-Lock, you said you're going up top. You're gonna walk up and just see a robot on crack. Just sprinting up and down aisles.
I don't want to go all the way up top. But yeah.
Oh, I
Wait,
thought you
no,
were
he
gonna-
can't even see me. He can only see me when I passed within the blind sense.
That's right! You just hear... as he's on crack up there.
And then occasionally through his blind sense and just a speed blitz of a fucking massive robot coming through.
You question the safety of what has been unleashed on this universe.
I'm good.
I'll make a perception
unholy.
check with my
Further mentality.
overwhelming amount of perception that I've got at my disposal.
I'll help.
Leader Chani.
Advantage.
I mean, my perception is
Who do you
basically
have me
fucking
down
useless
with?
down there. So-
Leader Chani.
You hear still, so you can hear long distance still. You have really good on that.
Yes?
May I check that my former compatriots are still dormant as they should be, the ones that were here?
Upstairs, downstairs.
I have a dirty 20 on perception.
Nah, you don't hear anything besides him going off.
I got the same because I only have plus 2.
It was upstairs.
Okay, so
Then he probably
yeah,
already saw.
up.
Well, 22. You might have seen their nameplates as you ran past. They're in solid. They don't have see-through. They are solid. There's
Okay,
a
but
singular
they-
extra one for Jolene as well, by the way.
And they're all still sealed?
All are still sealed,
Okay.
as far as
Carry
I
on.
can tell.
I mean, if I can't tell with the 22, I'm not telling. They look sealed to me. Keep going.
Well, 22 lets you see it. If you want to make a tech check, I guess, as you're running past, you can. Basically, to see if they've been accessed.
They are a dangerous threat if they are released. I will check. With my super speed. And with my tech proficiency of not having tech proficiency and intelligence of 2. That's a total of 8.
Damn, they look sealed tight.
Yep. Just stops a second. Yep, looks good. Once top floor's done, I'll join him on the bottom floor.
Okay. Sorosha, you hear a second one.
From the same spot?
From up.
Up again?
It's the similar vibration and deep booming. I'm writing this off because this is the check you had for it. Listening to that, you can hear it again.
She's gonna like pull on Chani's shirt, suit, if she has a piece of fabric.
Maybe a tiny piece of metal sticking out.
Yeah. Chani,
Got something?
it did it again.
All right, once Billy gets down here, I'm going to bank that that's the prison, but
I'm going to bank that that's the roof.
eh,
It's above
Ow.
us.
we're gonna
really
feel it
far
moving.
away.
Everything is above you, by the way.
I'm gonna bank that that's the prison. Billy said there wasn't anybody that really do too much if they got out, aside from just bolstered our numbers, which is annoying. But the things in here we cannot let them have. So if we run away now, then we leave that open. Let's let him come back down here, make another sweep, and if he doesn't run physically into something, which is what I'm kind of hoping for at the moment, then we'll head back
Hear
up.
me out.
What?
Could we just steal the thing that they want
Not without
before
disabling
they
the robot.
can get it? Which
Doesn't
one?
don't
Second
your
part.
orders-
Do you know what they wanted?
No.
By disable the robot, do you mean Billy?
That's the only robot
I
here.
think I do.
Just let me know whenever I'm done clanking.
Would your
I'll
orders
start.
Oh, you're moving downstairs.
Wouldn't your
Okay.
orders overwhelm anything that they have to do?
I'm not gonna bank on that.
Could we just send him somewhere else?
Clank, 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 clank.
It's fine.
That's still at 200 feet around unless the speed boost is gone, in which case
Oh,
then
it's
just
done.
a
It's done. It's done at
Oh,
the top.
sorry.
You finish up the top floor.
Sorry, then my action is dashing then, so 100 feet
100 feet.
around. Still, clank, 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 rapidly encroaching.
Bro, just shut him down for a minute or two.
Yep.
Then there won't be a problem.
Not enough.
I just sit
Send him
there.
on a goose chase.
And then now he bursts through the doorway.
Hi, Billy!
How you doing?
That's
Leader,
ridiculous at all.
Chani, didn't see anything up there. The seals on my former compatriots seem to still be okay. That's a relief.
Okay, do another sweep, and I'm going to assume that whatever the more dangerous stuff is down here, you would be able to find in your little data banks. As you're running through, make sure it's still there.
Most of this is censored for you.
Well, if it looks like,
Like-
there's something missing, report back. Or if you physically run into somebody, shoot them. Unless they're... shouldn't be shot, but disable them. Did I get dropped?
I mean, yeah, going with that. If you're taking off running and just doing that, it'll take about 2.5 minutes to run the run stuff because you can blitz like a motherfucker. 6 items are
back.
missing.
Okay, I'm back. I missed everything from.
She
lot.
asked you to search basically to see if there's anything missing, or if you run into somebody, shoot them.
Okay.
And I was
Yep.
gonna run off your previous one. You're running the thing. You don't run into anybody, but 6 items are missing.
Do I know what they are, or
No.
are they just
Everything
blacklist
is
information?
Most of down here is blacklisted for you. You basically knew the location.
Did any of our people take the stuff?
We wouldn't be able to know that. But
Well, one of us would. He'd be able to sense it on them.
not down here.
Not right now.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, fair.
fucking down here.
Do I just fucking clothesline anything on the way?
No.
Okay. I'll just come back to China. Well, sorry, partner. Nothing. There are 6 things missing, though. They are not included in my databank, so sadly I cannot.
Well, document where the
inform you
missing
of
things
that.
were. We need to head up top then. I'll get this place locked up as we're going. I'm not happy they made it past us, but nothing we can do now.
My memory banks can be checked, and the footage can be gone over.
Okay, if I had to guess, I'd say they're probably breaking the prison now. We need to go.
I
Headed
will
up
be
top
at the
and top
elevator.
speed.
I will be at the elevator waiting.
Okay, everybody rounded up checking the elevator. As you guys got to check out the elevator, it's not down there. You have to call for it.
Just gonna lock the doors really well while waiting.
Relocking the doors. You know the
Now
system.
he-
I'll let your previous thing roll while you're waiting.
Now seems like a good time to use my last 2 hit dice available to recover.
Anyways, door comes down about a minute and a half later. I mean, elevator does. Piling back in. Going back up.
Sure.
You have about a minute and a half of shitty elevator music for any talk you guys want.
I'm stabbing the fucking speaker.
You stab the speaker, the one you see, and you realize it doesn't stop. Is there anything happening, or am I just letting her do this for a minute and a half?
Back up,
Please don't let her do this for a minute and a half.
back up,
Believe me
to,
when I say that she is not on beat. That
Aw.
makes it better.
He's playing elevator music too.
back up to triple digits. All right.
I just assume that Sorsha doesn't care.
Probably not.
3
I have
That's fair.
quarters.
Matt. I'm back up to triple digits. However, through the course of this and last session, I have recovered 8d12 and a d10 and a con modifier on each of those.
You guys want to play with the big bad heavies? You gonna have to deal with the big bad heavies.
I know, but I'm just saying how much damage in specific I've recovered.
Yep. Doors pop open.
Tilak, if you sense whatever, because I think he made some note that there was some big Wawa down there, right?
Yeah, on the way he did.
If you sense whatever you sensed before, do inform us. Let's head over to
I'm
the
thinking what I
confinement.
sensed before is that entire fucking room of... Ow.
I don't
My
think so,
head.
if you explained it the way you did.
Oh no, what you sensed before was a living person.
Okay.
You did not sense them when you came back up.
Then I would not have said that.
See, I would have said that they probably got in whenever we did, but they already had their lackeys inside. So I don't understand what's going on.
Was I
Now,
here
Tony.
when the whole conversation of spies happened? This character? Damn it.
No, because Count brought that up.
Yeah.
Now, Chani, you do know some of these people here can teleport distances?
Not into there, I wouldn't think.
That
You would know most teleports on... You've dealt with enough of shit, Billy. You would know most teleports are limited to about 60-ish feet, 100 feet. They're not... Long-distance teleporting doesn't happen with the Force.
Yeah. But they could have gotten through doors and such.
I would
I
think
think.
that they would have made it to where that door couldn't be gotten through that way.
I am
If not,
unsure
that
of
is a
that.
huge oversight.
They have methods of inhibiting Force powers in the prisons.
I don't want to be in here.
You haven't been administered the process, you will be okay. Or is it just dangerous?
How does lockup look as we're heading toward?
Getting in, you guys will have to take the other set of elevators, get in, get down. This one just has a sword through the keypad that opened it up.
I like their subtlety.
This is a sword slash through the keypad, and the door opened. It looked like you can still call it if you want to try.
Well, it should still be open, shouldn't it?
I mean, the doors still work. It's just the lock doesn't work.
Well, yeah, then
I
open the
pushed the
door. I'm
button.
not gonna try to unlock it if it's...
Yeah, button comes in. It takes a second. Takes maybe half a minute, but it gets up there, opens up. Nobody in it.
Can't we have the droid look and see how many prisoners are gone?
I don't think that we have access to it right now. I'm gonna check Mortimer's thing is because
Nope. Lower floors were disabled.
Yeah.
So you want me to run this entire cell block and just get a count?
No.
That's not what I said.
It's as you do it. He's wanting you to check as you go. I think.
Well, I'm.
You guys are in the elevator going down.
I'm waiting to see the big giant hole where people are just leaving.
I don't know.
You got about 30 seconds happen. So, like that to talk if you guys have anything else. Otherwise, doors are opening.
So what's the plan if all of us find this big bad evil guy
Hit him really hard.
and we're
We
all
move.
fairly fucking not good? We're moving and talking, by the way.
Alright, this is on the way down, I'm saying. This is
Where you
happening
gonna
on the way
put us?
down.
Why you gotta put us down like that?
I know
I-
pretty well that
Oh.
most of us are hurt, besides that one, and he points at the droid. And those two.
I mean, there's probably visible lightsaber and acid burns.
Yeah, the droid looks like it's been taking some heavy beatings, but it's mostly superficial at this point.
Also a droid.
Also a droid.
Yes. Any
That
answer
one
to his
can be
name?
repaired. Any of you die,
That I did.
that's not fixing. Seems to me whatever they wanted to get away with, they've already gotten away with it.
Tell me about it. So let's see if we can maybe not let them do so.
Our funeral.
Door opens. And you guys are immediately awash with sounds of shouting.
Moving in.
Moving in. Stepping in, you guys are in a security, basically another like secondary security lock, where you can get in. Walking forward, this door didn't even have the lock. Then this door is just in pieces on the ground, along with part of the wall around it.
Can Mortimer access the security systems of this area?
Make a slicer check.
Okay. It's beyond 29. It's like 30 something.
He can. Most of them are dysfunctional, but some of them are. I'll let you know. Like if you're in an area and you ask, we can go from there.
Okay, well, basic overview. What does it look like? Might still function, so I know what to look for.
Some of the containment turrets, they're set to non-lethal right now.
Okay.
Maybe a couple of the doors would,
Is there is there a?
but it shows a lot of the doors were triggered. But you obviously are seeing some of those doors didn't really stop.
Is
Whoever
there,
was coming through.
like a camera feed with the security turrets?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'll hold off on that because I don't know what they'd be firing upon. Turn them on. Walk out the door. Ah, why?
Fuck. Yeah. They have a targeting matrix in them, but it doesn't provide camera feed for any.
Okay. I'll hold off just in case. Well, actually, no, I'll hold off.
You guys just gonna start searching the floors?
Well, as we're moving
There
along,
are 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 4 floors of holding cells.
Okay. This seems like an area where heavy, traffic would be, and very recently, I'm assuming, because I'm guessing most of these holding cells are pretty much open, right?
No, right now most of the current ones you're seeing actually have the people still in them,
Okay.
but they're shouting, causing a ruckus, trying to get attention. You could definitely see a path of destruction if you want to follow it.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Of all the things he is, subtle isn't one of them.
Tenu,
What?
Tenu, hop on my back.
All right.
If I have to run ahead,
Clambering up on his back?
if I have to run ahead of everyone, I'd still like some backup.
Nothing in the force magic sight, person?
I don't know, is there?
120 feet. It's a little glitchy in here, but you sense that as you guys are following,
Get
I'll
up
say
or
as you guys
down?
start getting closer, below you, you feel that thing, and something broken and twisted. And every time it doesn't look like a big problem at first, but every time you look at the cracks again, it just gets deeper and worse.
It's below us, and I think it's breaking something in the force.
Okay, Billy,
It's
quickest route
shaped
down.
like a person. It is
Any
shaped
boy
like a
like that.
person.
And the thing they're breaking is shaped like a person.
Quickest route down.
It's right down. You don't really have floor plans, but there's the, route of fucking destruction. There's
Down
a
we
couple
go.
cells along the way. As like you get closer, as you see some of the closer cells that look like they're collateral that are empty, but nothing heavy up here that's empty.
I'll dash.
Anybody dashing, or are you guys letting Billy go ahead of you guys?
I'm letting Billy go.
I'll dash.
How far
Come
ahead?
on, we need
Okay.
to stay relatively together here.
I go 100. I say I'm going 100. I say I'm going 100 around.
I'll just normal dash, which
Fine,
is
I'll
60.
dash. I'll dash
Oh.
in 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so Billy's gonna get down there really quickly.
Tinu.
With Tinu.
Since you're on my back, or like back, shoulder, wherever you want to be.
He's the foot tall.
I know. That's what I said. Wherever he wants to be.
It don't matter.
I guess you can like ready an attack or something.
Sounds good to me.
Floor 6 comes about. A couple things are empty, a couple more than before, but nothing major. Floor 7 comes into play. It's about 3/4 empty. Still
Okay.
following the path of destruction?
I would
Right
say-
now-
I'll comment, Johnny. Floor 7 here looks pretty empty. I think we have some prisoners loose.
Yeah, pretty much what I expected.
Because of the distance running as you're hitting the doorway to go down to the 8th floor, you guys are still only about halfway
Anything left
through
over?
almost near the end of the 6th floor.
Yeah. We're on our way.
I said,
I'm just making sure everybody's aware of it.
I'll say, if you want me to slow down at any point, just say so.
At the very least, you'll disrupt whatever's happening, is what I'm going with.
Okay. Going down to the 8th floor.
Yep.
Trying
8th
not to
floor,
destroy
start
my
running.
report.
8th floor is empty. Most of the cages have been leveled. You can see across most of this room. There's the final one, which is the 8th floor has the highest security of all the prisoners. One that was one of the more durable ones. It's not the heaviest they have, but one of the more durable ones. You see the door is just imprinted and blown off with hand marks in it.
It's monk time.
And at the far wall, you see people running out of a hole, what looks like into just some of the infrastructure of Coruscant. With what you know, because of your systems, as Aegis standing there. With a tall, 7-foot tall, muscular Amazonian built woman. Long, straw blonde hair, kind of like in a ragged, crazy mess behind her. Currently has like just basically a white tank top with orange prison pants on. The normal shoes. Covered in lots of scars. Very like slitted eyes, claws starting off on her fingers some. And as
Johnny.
you burst down below looking, you see them, and they see you.
Johnny, found the problem. According to my databanks, I will begin shooting if necessary. However, I do not think I am qualified to murderize this properly.
We're on the way.
You guys are a decent bit off. For things like this. As they turn to look, you start to walk forward towards you.
Oh.
Are you doing anything? Are either of you doing anything?
They're hostile, right?
Team leader, directive.
They are having a prison break, which you are supposed to be stopping somehow.
Shoot.
Both of you are shooting?
I mean, if I'm directed for lethal force, yeah, lethal force.
You do have a vague order of stop the prison break somehow. But there are people filing out of the hole that they are between you and them.
Does it look like I can like shoot the ceiling above the hole and like clap some gravel or anything above it?
Probably not quickly.
Tenu, use your explosive and close that hole there in the wall.
Wouldn't that make a bigger hole?
No. You close it from the roof and then you collapse it onto that hole and you block it with the rubble.
Sounds good to me.
You have explosives. You have some knowledge on it. I'll mark off two of your uses of explosives, and I'll let you do so with a good toss of them. I'll have you make a let's say demolition kit check to get the understand the infrastructure and getting it.
Yeah.
That's cool because I have expertise with that.
Mr. Aegis here, partner. I hear that in my databanks it says you like to be somewhat diplomatic before engaging in combat.
There's probably like an editor's note that just says likes to monologue.
Oh, you're somewhat correct. I do.
That's an intelligence
But-
right, for demolition.
It's not just me today.
Now, what do I have in my databanks for her?
She's not in your databanks. Her appearance doesn't match up with any of them.
And who might this lovely lady you have here be?
Oh, just a compatriot. She can speak for herself, though, if she wishes. Now, there's starting to be a gap in the walking pace as he's leisurely strolling, and she's taking long strides towards you. What's your demolition kit check?
That's an intelligence, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I am B1-LY, also known as Billy. I'll tip my hat at them.
21.
Aegis. 21. As you say that, he chucks the explosives, aiming for best as he can to try to, collapse it, because you're told to collapse it. He gets pretty on point, hits it. You guys watch as an explosion goes off and rocks fall and start to cover the path, and they both take a second to look back at what he just did and make an insight check.
And now we are trapped in here with you.
Come on, confidence.
25.
They are not worried.
And we are trapped in here with them.
You question if you have made a mistake.
Okay.
Can you see through smoke?
Can I?
You don't have anything particular for it.
Negative. Sorry, partner. Well, at least we have temporarily stopped the prison break for those that cannot get out through rubble.
She's continuing forward. Oh, I don't intend to get out through that.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a very deep voice for probably fitting somebody of that size.
Miss Johnny, there's someone here who's bigger than me.
This is disturbing for you, Billy.
Huh. Now, I'm not used to being the little person.
Well, we can see if we can make you a bit little. Get used to it. Roll initiative as she's 80 feet away.
We are on the way. You bought us
You are on the way.
valuable monologue time, okay?
You did! But you still have the better part of a floor to go. And floors are not small in here.
Well, I imagine we're going to know that there is combat very soon, and I will pick up the pace.
That'll split the group more.
I'm hoping Sorsha will pick up the pace with me. She
Alright.
laughs off mic. I don't feel confident anymore.
Let me mark
Thank
down
you.
things, initiative, and how far people are away. Roll initiative for everybody.
Thank you, Barbarian Rage.
Meanwhile,
Or not Rage, but Barbarian Initiative
T-Lock and
advantage.
Nehemiah
Good to
is
know,
gonna
you
be
are out of
bringing
rages.
up the rear.
I know. Because you keep putting people that look like they're gonna be important and they're just not.
I let you choose. I don't tell you to rage. Don't you get mad at me.
You had a freebie and everything.
I know. And then he refers to two people as captains that both shoot me with levels of Force Lightning multiple times.
Levels of Force Lightning stronger than my Force Lightning.
Yeah. They are good. It's just there's 6 of you converging on those 2 people.
We have numbers. Here we do not.
You guys do know you burnt through 240 damage in a couple rounds on them, right?
It's like there's like
Even
8
with
of us.
misses. Yeah. Anybody else? That'd be a problem. Anyways, 25 to 20.
24.
Same.
22.
Okay.
24.
How did he get 24?
I did it.
The enemies
sorry.
are going first.
Wait, sorry, no, 3.
Yeah, I'm about to say you have a +3, bud.
I got a 24.
Cool.
Woo!
Should Eric and I roll up if we have the
am
same dex mod?
I
Sorry.
have a +5.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
You go first.
24 is Chani.
24B
This
is
is wrong.
T-Lock.
Hold on.
Somebody else had a 20 area.
I had a 22.
And Billy had a 23.
When I said I was going to be playing Billy very suicidally and just running into everything,
Here we go.
I was expecting more than 2 sessions.
That's what you get for thinking.
Then again,
That's what happens when we split the party!
Then again, I played that way with Count, and he lived a long time.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
but you
did.
brought 10 new with you.
Yeah, I brought it.
It's okay. Go
20
over
to
there and
15.
suplex that giant lady.
I could.
You probably
16
should. That's what
here.
your entire class is based around.
16?
Yeah.
16 for Nima.
My deck's against
15 to 10.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh dear.
I got a
Okay.
natural 20 on my fucking dex and it didn't matter.
Same.
Okay.
All right, so
Give me just a second. I'm gonna mark down distances so I can keep track of actual rounds, how long it's gonna take everyone to get here.
On
I
the
am-
way.
Action and movement for 60 feet. Woo.
all right, Eric. So do you have? I don't suppose you have the Maneater song available.
Probably not.
So here's the problem, guys. With how much you split up,
I know.
you're roughly 1,000 feet from them.
So how
Because these are huge fucking floors.
Maybe they'll walk toward us, so that way the distance isn't so great.
That'd
No,
be great.
I have been told to engage.
I know. So don't
Actually,
die.
wait a minute. Wait a
No,
minute.
don't die.
Wait a minute.
Good luck.
Wait a minute. What's
You've
my
been told to
intelligence?
prevent breakouts.
That was prevented.
Are we standing on a walkway or anything, or are we just in a room?
I think you're in a hole.
Oh, you're in like a mostly leveled room with rubble and junk all around you. It looks like a fucking hurricane went through this place. Aegis
Breakout.
is about 100 feet off you, and Solari is about 80.
Oh, well, at least she has a pretty name.
Yeah, it's great.
Can't write it down yet on anybody's thing because we don't know it because she didn't say it.
No, she did. I'm Solari
Yeah?
as she's walking
Okay.
forward, and let's see if we can't make you smaller.
Fair.
She shared.
She's gonna break my kneecaps.
Okay, round start
that
of initiative.
My
He
cowboy
just draws his
kneecaps.
sword.
I
He starts
don't think I
walking
can get any
forwards.
Smaller.
This
So,
one.
start of initiative. Aegis draws his sword and starts walking forward. Tenu! Billy! You guys have either, for a number of ways or another, you guys both can recognize good weaponry. That's a nice sword. It's well crafted. It looks like it's got some of the better tech in it. It's a nice shape. It's a saber of a type.
Any chance it's infused with lightning?
You don't know what it's infused with, or if it's infused with anything.
It's infused with smites.
It's infused with pain.
It's brought a great deal of pain, and he's just gonna, he has a deceptive walk, just stride forward 40 feet,
He has anime
and
powers.
wave his hand about himself. Just like a slight twitch of his hand raises, and none of you have force stuff, so.
I'm a droid. This means nothing to me.
Alright,
Until it
Saleri!
hurts me.
It's Saleri's turn now.
Alright, 80 feet away.
And she's in your face now.
Yeah!
As she wants you to dig her foot in, the shoe rips and leaves an imprint, and she's there with hand drawn back.
Opportunity attack.
Okay.
Wait, do I have to be raging for that?
No.
No.
No, that's
That's a feat.
one of the fight.
I'll roll
yeah.
a dex save. It doesn't
Didn't I
work.
hold action on your shoulder?
No, because you were doing explosive stuff.
Oh yeah.
Please suplex this giant woman.
I think you're gone, Matthew.
He is.
He is not, yes.
How tall is Billy?
6'2",
6'6",
Shit.
6'6".
400 pound.
Alright, I'm back. So, no, she passes. And to your held action, you interrupted all that stuff to start
heard
doing
that.
explosives.
Oh yep.
So she gets to roll to hit.
But who is she hitting?
She hits you.
Of course. Another critical?
Nope, but those both hit. And then third attack.
Ooh, 3 attacks.
I'm
That
not
one is
ready for
critical.
this.
The light foil dude also had 3 attacks.
I'm intrigued
Yeah.
by this.
Like, oh yeah, she doesn't have a weapon. And you're thinking, I've been punched by people before. It's gonna hit, like, punch. Bam! Even Force users have punched you, and it maybe did it bite did. However,
Oh,
when
man.
she comes in,
Oh, this is like T1M all over again.
as you feel the first hit, you take
It's just like T1M again.
8, 7.
Where's the mountain when you need them?
You take 30 damage on the first punch as you feel the front part of your thing just go boom,
Jesus.
and you realize, fuck.
Jesus.
Second fist comes back in. 26 damage.
How many dice does she have as a punch person? Damn.
Sounds like she's smiting.
Yeah.
You're dealing with
26?
motherfuckers. Yeah.
Hang on,
And
I have
then
to do math.
third attack. Okay.
Hang on, I have to do
30,
math.
30 and 26 for 56 damage.
Dealing
Yep,
with shit
that's
we can't fucking deal
That's
with.
bloody.
And then third one was the critical.
Take a nap.
Probably going down.
44 damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
As after the steps in, fist bam drives itself into your chest, making you take a step back. Second one comes up, and as she's pulling that one back, hits you with that gun. You swear you lift off the ground for a second. And then with that step, she keeps going forward. A leg comes up from the side, and knee drives into the side, and you just you can feel another part bend, creak, and groan as you stumble to the side from this.
Mm-hmm. How tall's the ceiling?
Matthew, is this lady inspired by Angel from X-Men?
No, I forgot about her.
No, this lady might be inspired by some of my things.
No, she's not.
Anyways,
Johnny, you're up.
I have 23
Well,
health.
do I hear the sound of prong reverberate through the building?
You know what? This is bad enough. All of you probably heard those impacts.
I had over 100 health when I entered this floor.
Well, welcome to Smites. Okay, so
Ah.
Told you we should let it go.
Get
Monk
that
smite.
doesn't sound great. Let Mortimer has some security things still possible. Are any of them in that area?
Yeah, 2.
Can you real quick scan to see if they've been at all faffed with?
It was part of your checking.
Okay.
To your knowledge, these are 2 fully functional ones.
All right. As I'm going, I'm just gonna tell him to activate those, and I'm just gonna keep at it with rogue speed now because that sounds
Okay.
bad.
Those will activate at initiative 20.
Damn, 80 feet of movement.
Yeah, there's some fucketry going on that you guys will figure out later.
Like being force enhanced.
That too.
And having 3 I'll say,
20
and having 3
security.
attacks for the bonus action.
Anyways,
Matt?
you're gonna move full, so 90.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna find out later, Matt. I don't think I am.
You might not. I tried to question it, and nobody listened to the questioning of it.
No, they're telling me to keep going, so I kept going.
I know you can't disobey.
You ran off, and I went, well,
Yes,
Damn.
because you
No,
told me to
You
keep
told
going.
him to run. Remember, you got told. You told him to run. He's a droid under your command. He can't disobey. So he ran like you told him, and now the party is this far apart with this happening.
I asked if you wanted me to slow down so you guys could keep up, and there was no disagreement, so...
we're already halfway there, and had already made it clear you wanted to go first. Like, oh.
T-Lock, you're up.
Is there a
James.
question of what I'm doing?
There might be. I don't know. You might have a bonus action or some other weird shit you want to do,
No, I'm jumping out the window and fuck that combat.
like night speed. I don't know.
I
No,
mean,
I don't
depending
have
on...
that until 2nd level.
Oh no.
I mean, depending on how things are, he could teleport to the floor.
No.
I think you have to be able to see where you're going with those
Yeah.
ones.
Stab the floor.
And no, fuck you, I need my force points.
Anyways, just running 60 feet.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I'm sorry. I tried to make sure. Are you sure of stuff?
I
I feel bad for it.
It's
I
not
placed my
thing.
desk solely on other people that told me to do things.
Billy, you're up. You
All
just
right.
took hits that made Mountain go look like a bitch, honestly.
All right, man.
And he's as
Okay.
big. He's bigger than she is.
All right.
Sorry,
All
but
right.
Well, I hope nobody was attached. You two weren't too attached to things.
I don't have much faith in most of the party surviving this, to be honest.
If only I was level 10 and had action surge.
And
Hello?
If only I was level 10 and had fucking Sentinel level 2 abilities.
All right.
Okay.
Hello?
Yep.
What's up, Medina?
How high is the ceiling?
About 15 feet.
Only 15 feet.
Yep.
Damn. Not even high enough for the emergency plan.
What, Medina? We can hear you.
I
We can't hear Medina.
I heard him. I heard him say hello 3 times.
I thought my mic was cutting out.
Ah. Okay. Well then. How far away
I'm
is the
sorry. The door. You're about halfway across, so about 500 feet.
door? Ah, yes. Let's... Is the door open?
Yes, you cannot physically close the door right now. It is in pieces on the ground.
Ah, yes, that's right. How big is the closed entrance door? Or where we where
The
we
buried?
put the rubble in? Yeah.
The rubble was about 15 feet wide, 15 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
All right. So he could.
You collapsed the entrance.
Tenu.
Does it look like Tenu can fit through?
You don't know from this distance.
All right.
Isn't
How far away-
action
how-
disengage a thing?
Yes.
Action
I'm debating
disengage
things.
is a thing.
Oh no, Matt. That's been part of my plan from the start. And that's about 500 feet away as well.
You guys are middle-ish of the room. That's probably a bit closer because it's not centered, but it's about 400, I bet.
Action disengage is full movement, then move action. Puts you further.
Action disengage
that's-
only lets him move 50 feet because his effects.
Yep.
You can't dash with disengage.
Well, no. But he can still use his movement.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he can get that
So
far.
he can
I'm-
still get 100 feet away.
No.
No, only 50.
He only has 20.
He can only bonus action dash when he's raging.
So he loses his movement by disengaging.
No, he moves
Disengaging
50
is-
feet. He only has a
Disengaging-
50-foot base movement.
Oh, no.
Disengaging is an action itself. You don't get to move with the disengage action, as far as I know. Disengaging takes the action.
Yeah, you don't. It's like you don't get a bonus action dash and disengage as a rogue. You can only dash or disengage. You can't do both unless you have weird features that let you do it.
Okay. Then
That being
bonus action disengage is fucking useless.
No,
No, because you can bonus.
Bonus
action
action's
disengage
good.
and then dash. You can
action's
bonus
a little
action
more
disengage
iffy.
and then dash. Yeah. But
I
that
just
being
don't understand
said,
why it takes away your movement action as well.
Because it's its own kind of action.
it's not because dash.
Instead of
action is
you're not fully committing to run. You're taking the time to make sure they can't hit you,
Okay.
which takes extra bits of time.
See, there's a chance you could do less than 23 damage.
With 3 attacks.
No, I'm just counting off. I'm counting on the. You know what? Actually, wait a minute.
If you haven't noticed, I'm specifically not telling you what's happening on what actions.
I got it.
Go for it.
I got it. Bonus action. Second wind.
Okay.
Oh, better.
Roll my d10
+1.
plus 1. All right. I now have 32 health.
Okay.
Run.
Dash action.
Yep.
Okay. Attack of opportunity.
On
Yep.
Tinu.
Tinu,
Nope.
little fella, you gotta get out of here.
No, he's got her attention right now. It's not on Tinu.
No, but I have her attention until her turn,
That hits.
or until I go down here.
You said 19 AC, right?
Yep.
Even with a shit roll, that's 19.
Yep.
Stella, hush. Hush.
Just need it to not do. I need it to do 31 or below. That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, it is. 30 damage.
Oh, right. 2 health.
As you go to run,
What?
and she just, as you go to, just drives an elbow into your side as you go to. You stagger to the side and take off running 100 feet.
Actually, wait. Actually, wait. With the movement there, Billy's throwing a lot of things. Does
That's
it look
still
like
300 feet, even
No,
if you
I
dash,
know.
and
I
350
know.
if you don't.
No, I'll say, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get him out.
I'll let you make an athletics to see how far you can throw him if you only want to move 50 instead.
I'll say, just with Billy having thrown things before and him having a computer, does it look like I could throw him further than 50 feet?
Possibly.
Spread your wings.
Let's go for it. I'm gonna
Athletics check.
scoop him up in my hat, and then just like discus yeet the hat.
I will say, riding past you puts you closer to Aegis.
I'm running towards the back. No, I'm running towards the back door to get him towards everyone else.
Oh, that puts you farther from Aegis. Okay, I thought you meant you were going for that thing. Okay, so...
No,
he's still a ways off from that. Okay. 40.
Yeah,
So instead of 40 from... You're 50 from her, and instead of 40 from him, you're now 90 from him. And then
Alright.
Tinu's going to be Tinu. Make an athletics check.
I just treat him as an improvised.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because you're not
Oh,
using him
right.
as a weapon, you're just trying to yeet this little fucking ball.
I was gonna say I was scooping him up in my hat and throwing the hat.
Also, make an acrobatics for Tinu.
Plus 9, so 23.
Okay, make an acrobatics for Tinu.
If you want, the max range on my throwing hat is 60.
I know.
15. 31.
Okay, so you land without taking any damage, despite having just being yeeted 90 feet towards a door.
With a hat.
It doesn't.
I'm letting him. It's not. He's not throwing it to do any damage, so I'm letting him arc to do distance over anything like that.
Yeah.
It is
No,
just
I'm
an athletic
saying-
check to see how far he can chuck a tiny ball.
And now he has my hat.
He has your hat now. Okay. You also have an insanely fucking heavy hat on you.
Can I run with it?
You can run with it, but this hat's probably like 30 pounds almost on its own.
I'm trying to argue he can use the hat as cover.
Maybe. We'll decide later.
By duck.
Tinu, you're up.
Yep.
You say that's action, bonus action, and movement.
Yep, and I've told him to just run. Johnny, this might be ye in my last haul here.
Just save your memory card.
I cannot guarantee that. There is currently a very large dent in several pieces of me.
I'll try.
And there's a man who looks like... And there is a man that looks like he really wants to do some cutting. And a lady who really looks like she wants to, what's the word? Put me in a compactor.
I don't have
Sir,
time to
she is
question.
the compactor.
That's about 6 seconds. If more.
Sir, she is the compactor. Tinu, you're up.
Listen, some
These
people
walls
have a
are
fetish.
open, right?
Some people have a fetish
Oh, yeah.
being crushed by an Amazon. Billy is not one of those.
Turn around, shoot her in the face.
Billy is strongly in the I want to live category. Tinu, you're up.
There's nowhere to hide, right?
This is a mostly destroyed place. You could probably try, but you'd have to be very creative with rubble, and they'd probably find you eventually.
Run, boy, run! Now
Pop the
get...
smoke and running.
90 feet?
say
Or actually,
get.
what's your movement speed?
Of movements.
20.
I think it's... Well, he took feats for shit, so I want to make sure.
No, my movement speed's 30 because I got the Tiny Terror and the Savage Shorty.
Okay, so 90 feet forward.
Now, doesn't Rage make you go farther?
No.
Oh.
But they might give you... The Barbarian might have given you a speed boost depending on what level you have of it.
He didn't take it that far.
Okay.
It's
So
11.
90 feet towards the door, that's 50,
And a smoke grenade.
140, and now he's sprinting for 90.
Boy, was he popping a smoke grenade or getting dash?
Full ass sprint, like bonus action, action dash. Tinu?
Yeah.
Okay, no smoke grenade.
So 140, 230. You're almost halfway there. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Actually, I have one. Actually, if there is one other thing I could do.
We're already on Tinu's turn, though.
I know, no. I mean, this was one of those things that wasn't an action. It's one of the free actions things. Switch to the shotgun.
I'll let you swap to the shotgun.
Just drop the rotary cannon. Switch to the shotgun.
Nima, you're up.
There's nothing I can do. Unless they're below us, and it's potential we can blow through the floor.
There are 2 floors below us, technically.
No, they're one now.
Oh, I should have done something.
It's just that
else.
these are massive floors to run across.
So they are below us, correct?
They are on the floor below you.
Running along the floor, can I tell how sturdy it is, or if I could blow it up? Essentially.
You can already tell this is a sturdy fucking floor, but depending on your idea, there's credence to it. It might not be a single turn effort. It might be more than one, though.
I see. How many?
Sorcerer will definitely tell he's doing something, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, everybody will be able to tell he's doing something. Keep in mind, you are very fucking far away right now.
But Sorcerer's pretty good at noticing things, is what I said.
Oh yeah.
Sorcerer's very observant.
I have
just-
I have a really dumb idea, and it might be able to save me. like Matt, this pretty much needs you to roll a natural one.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I already said I was going to do it. Don't commit to it. I'm going to overcharge and explosion spell. Whatever, tech power.
Okay.
To fifth
Level?
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check as you do this.
Intelligence? Just straight intelligence?
Just straight intelligence.
See, Sorcerer, we're probably
Because
out
I
of the
don't
blast
think you're
range.
an architecture.
What'd you say? Eric?
Intelligence.
He's blowing himself the fuck up.
Just collapse the floor on. Just collapse the floor on top.
Obviously not the floor underneath me. Like 20 feet ahead or something.
Oh, so he's
Close
putting us in the
enough.
blast
Me.
range.
I'll let you choose a spot people aren't in.
Thank you.
Just collapse the floor above.
There's enough space.
24.
Okay, you have a spot that you think might work best. Roll damage. I can't. There's no rolling anything for this. It's just damage, straight up damage for you.
Nat 1 to see if it crits.
5d6 per slot.
It's a floor. It can't
It
do
doesn't
anything
die.
besides sit there. Natural 20 on the floor. The floor dodges your attack.
And then flicks you off.
31.
31 damage.
Yep.
Okay. You guys are running and you just see Nemo basically point, what's your explosion flavor? I'm trying to get more people for their flavor of their stuff. How do you do it? How do you cause your
My
explosion?
lightning is purple.
Do you have anything that can change elemental stuff?
I do
Mm-mm.
not.
I don't think he does. 31 damage?
I'm trying to think of what I have on me. I would have my blaster, my...
You have a shit ton of tech stuff. It's usually...
Alright, yeah. Could I just, like, change the magazine I have in my blaster?
Yeah.
And then take
It's
a
just
shot?
basically... Yeah, just quick, like, finagling with it, aim a little bit away, you guys all hear a cacophonous just... as part of the floor is ripped up, and you've made progress.
How much progress?
About... probably somewhere around 5 or 10 feet of progress.
Out of...
Down. He doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how long were...
Nobody was checking, nobody's checking, floor layout blueprints for shit.
Well, about how long do we have to run down the stairs to get from one floor to the other? Because we've already done that once or twice so far, right?
Yeah, but stairs are angled, slanted. He has limited time to make calculations, is all I'm putting it as.
So it wasn't long enough for us to go, wow, this is a really long floor. Gotcha.
It's decently thick, yes, but it's a prison, and you're also running at,
Yeah.
angle.
If any of the rest you can blow something up, here would probably be a good place to do it.
I
Probably.
cannot.
Any movement, or are you going to try and commit to this?
I'm gonna commit to this.
Okay, Sorcerer, you're up.
What can I even do? How far away am I still? A long way
From the
away?
floor, the below?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
I was going to give you numbers. I told everybody to be getting roughly 1,000 feet to travel.
Well, thanks to the wonders of microphones, you'll see that Johnny, probably ahead of you at this point, is getting ready to turn the fuck around.
Hole in the
Committing to
wall.
this as well.
Hole in the wall.
Whoa, floor.
Come on, this is count. This is count. This is count.
You guys
strategy
are
for,
you're
like-
allowed to interrupt and talk whenever you want there. You know that, right?
This is count session from count strategy from the third session. Let's go.
Those were
I'm
sweet
sorry.
deploys.
So Sorsha can see that he's about to blow something up.
No, Sorsa watched him blow something up.
Sorsha's not in range of the blowing up.
No.
Correct?
No, nobody got caught in that.
But also, like what Chani said, and free action, because Chani can speak on a free action no matter what, and we have comms, you can see Chani committing to the blowing up the floor.
She's allowed to say stuff if you want to say something, Miss Johnny.
Dang. Body action's enough right now.
Okay. Chani's skidding, visibly skidding, to change momentum.
I
How's
hear the
that?
sonic noise.
Sorsha is going to just stop in place.
Okay.
Because she does not want to be in that business.
Okay.
And possibly take cover because she does not trust Johnny not to just blow everything up.
I'll let you have it, put something between you and them. You'll put a sturdy beam between you and them. How's that?
Don't you have an explosive
Okay.
harpoon?
No.
No!
That
Fucking
was
Jordan
all
had
me.
all of those.
That was all me,
Yeah,
baby.
Jordan.
He used them all to kill you both.
Yeah.
And 2 Jedi.
Anyways. Back to Aegis. He's gonna walk forward again.
As a robot, I have demonstrated trying to save other people.
Yep. As he's getting close to Solaria, she's getting into this. He's gonna walk up to her and goes, they weren't the ones mentioned to be claimed by our friend, but that doesn't mean we have to bring them down now. He's gonna get a persuasion check. Max, I'm sorry, but you can confirm this if they doubt me.
I think the screen confirmed whatever it is you're about to say.
No, see, Matt, see, Matt, that nat 1, you were supposed to save that for my plan. That nat
I was
1
trying to help you.
Well, he rolled the nat
No,
1 like you told him to.
Matt, no, that was for my plan.
I'm sorry.
See, now you're gonna succeed my plan when that would have been a 1 and my plan would have worked. You fucked it
I
up,
was
Matt.
trying to help.
You weren't on the save wavelength.
No, I didn't think I'd roll a 1. I don't do it that often normally. I thought I got it out the other day.
Nope.
So Larry's up. I'm just gonna roll to hit. She has the movement to get to you.
When she gets in 30 feet, I'm gonna make a tripping attack with the shotgun at her legs.
Fall over
Make
here.
a, make a strength check.
Yay! Wait, a check or
DC.
Oh
save?
shit, what's your DC?
Whatever it is for me to hit. Which, with my shotgun...
It's 8.
DC, DC is 8 plus strength plus proficiency. It's not
Not
you
with
don't
that
get your weapon bonus.
Not with that triple
Okay.
attack, it isn't.
Okay.
I'm
Well
pretty sure
then.
it's 8 plus proficiency plus to hit.
No,
Well, then-
no. It's a DC like a Battlemaster
Oh,
save. It
yeah.
doesn't add your weapon bonus.
Ah.
Well, then it's it's gonna be, my save DC for that stuff is 18. So,
She
pretty
failed.
sure...
Here's a check.
Ah!
Got it.
But hits the ground, pops back up as she's rolling. Gonna spend a key point to bonus action dash.
Bitch.
Son of a bitch!
So hits the ground,
Fucking
Chuck
bugs.
rolls with it, subs back to her feet, and is running right back at you.
The 80 feet is what gets me.
The 80 feet was a feature of something done. It's not always 80 feet.
Well, I was 50 feet. I was 50 feet away. So
I know.
when she got to 30,
No,
knock her down.
yeah.
All right, now I just need to
That
avoid
hits.
3.
That's a 15 plus extras.
Yep. I'll say 19 AC. I think I have been hit every time. Except
What's
for
your
one.
What's your HP even at right now?
2.
Oh, she can't even deal that less. You're down.
No, I told you that before. It was 2.
I thought so. So Billy's down.
See, I was hoping that, maybe she was bonus action dashing to run forward before at 80 movement.
No. No.
Ow.
So Billy's down.
Sorry, Billy.
I blame Chani.
We could have.
Let me roll something. Because this is either the end of Billy or she's distracted.
Unless for some reason she really wants to murder that little thing, I'm getting my head stomped in. Unless
Can
she
Billy
really...
be rebuilt?
What?
Can Billy be rebuilt?
Technically.
He's a robot.
It depends on what gets destroyed.
Just
For
bank on the
example,
fact
we
that
have-
they're not a robotics engineer.
For example,
Yeah, but the
if
problem
she
is when
stomps
she
the head-
stomps. The problem is there's visible for if she stomps, almost all of him is flattening.
It's basically, is she stomping the chest cavity in, or is she just crushing the skull?
Johnny could make him better.
Four.
Or is she crushing him between her thighs?
Your AC's 19. What's your dex mod?
My dex mod? 3.
Okay.
Fuck!
So without your dex, you would still
Yep.
have 16 AC.
Go, we're going flat-footed.
I say 20 con, 20 dex. Or 20 con, 20 strength, 16 dex.
That's 2 failures on your death saves, as she just walks forward, 1 foot up, and into your chest.
She's just walking over him.
Oh, cool! I've never had to do these before on this. It lights up blue.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, you're up.
Okay, well,
Billy's comms offline now.
I'm gonna send something to Mortimer, tell him to send out a high priority alert, along with whatever information he can from what we have here.
Oh yes, I forgot about Lyra. I'll roll a dex save for Aegis twice, because that's who's getting shot, because he's the closest.
Pew pew.
Aegis takes some damage as blaster bolts singe into his chest
Pew, pew.
inside.
What, just like auto turret layer actions?
It's turret layer actions, yeah.
I mean, that's actually a really good layer action for something like this in the setting.
Yeah. Problem is, a lot of this room's been fucking wrecked, and that's a lot of the turrets. Normally, there's a lot more.
It's gonna be a while till it comes back around to my turn, if I live. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
No, not long. There's only
on,
Chani and T-Lock between you and him.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make death saves, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the time it gets back... Oh, wait, yeah, that's right, I moved high up.
Johnny, what are you doing?
Well, he's exploding something. So I guess I may as well help.
Okay.
Let me just get rid of more tech points.
Yep.
Pardon me.
And then it's this mini. Okay, I'm gonna use a dice roller because that's a bunch of d6s. Because I have the same thing. Where'd my die roller go? There it is.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to do this so quickly already.
Boop-a-dip-a-doo-doo.
That's going to be 40.
40 damage to the floor.
Okay. Are you moving forward any?
Near the floor.
Okay, I'll just say action, bonus action, so you move 60 feet back towards it.
Yeah.
How's that?
Uh-huh.
So you're only about 30 feet off.
And then just this little white streak of whatever just goes pew into the hole. And then poof.
And then... Alright, 40 damage. It looks like about another 10 feet have been cleared as this dust and rubble starts to settle. Make Chani has a lot of more structural architecture experience in dealing with buildings than Nima does. I'll let Chani make an intelligence check to get the idea of the thickness right now for free.
Natural one.
Never mind. You have no idea.
Well,
You're panicking.
At least as a droid on the ground, I look dead. Because I never looked alive to begin with.
Yeah, but your chest is still there. It's just dented now.
Yeah, but there's a little guy running away.
Who didn't shoot at him or anything. Just ran.
Who's not a big brawler type like she seems to be.
I don't know, she might have fun throwing him.
I'm pretty sure one kick from her would just kill me.
No, you can rage and also
No.
you can suplex the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
You hope.
But there's two.
That's the problem. Oh, shit. Okay.
There was
T-Lock,
one that
you're
could
up.
have easily just used fucking pocket sand.
T-Lock, you're up.
I'll turn around and wait for them to finish blowing up the floor.
Okay. Waiting about the 30 feet away Chani is as well?
Yeah.
Oh. Anything you want to do with your action? Anything held, maybe? I don't know.
Saber throw with the hole. Give me him.
Sure. I'll saber
Okay.
throw the hole. With
Make
my,
intelligence check. You can't miss. It's just an intelligence check to see how well you place it to help the next explosion.
Aegis just sees Aegis just sees a lightsaber through the ceiling. Oh.
Well, that's new.
It will be a 12.
Okay. You throw the saber and it just cuts in through somewhat near the center. And back to your hand. Billy, make a death save. Unless you have a bonus action for T-Lock.
I could bonus action quicken for a point, but now I'm good.
You could heal.
I don't have any healing left, actually.
Oh, fuck.
There's a reason I said let's not do this, but no one
10
listens
pass
to
or
me.
Okay.
It's 10
Billy, what'd you
pass
get?
or fail?
10 pass.
Passes. It's a
10 is
singular
what you
pass.
need. 10 is what you need to pass.
Tinu, you're up.
Okay, now I'm gonna go to bed.
Yep.
They're following me.
Well, right now it's
She's
just stomping
standing on Billy with metal screaming as she leans and stomps into it. And Aegis looks like he was attempting to talk her down, but it didn't really work.
How far are they?
From you,
Yeah.
180 feet
Fuck.
for Solari and 270 for the one that was identified as Aegis.
It's at 180 feet.
From Solari.
If you have sharpshooter, your maximum range is 400.
Aegis is looking up kind of weirdly at the ceiling. It's almost as if explosions make noise.
Nope, Billy's not gonna like me for doing this, but I guess I'll take a shot.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Wait, I'm gonna use the ability. Give it a plus 10.
To hit.
Mm-hmm. And then gonna use the dire roll as well. I forgot, is the vicious roll always
I think
on?
you're gone again.
For me?
She's
No.
always
Matthew.
gone.
Yeah.
Before. Thanks.
He's always Matthew.
No, mine likes to fuck up like that too.
That's versatile, not vicious, brain. Good job. Vicious. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon with the vicious property and roll a maximum on the weapon damage die, you gain a bonus
You
to
get a
damage
bonus.
equal to the vicious number.
Yes, but is that like always active or do I have
Yes.
to call that out? Too?
Always.
Yes, it's always active. So what'd you roll to hit? Medina?
Like,
If
it
you
is
didn't hear, he was going to do the dire as well.
Yeah, what'd you roll to hit?
okay, that was a 19. Oh, that'd be 18 plus 10. Actually, no. It's,
Okay, it hits.
No. That'd be plus 10 plus 10.
It doesn't
38.
matter, it hits. It doesn't matter how far over the AC you go, as long as you go past it, you just hit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, it hits, you're good to roll damage.
Does anything you have give you keen too? Is the real question.
No, I think I just have vicious and dire.
Fuck. No one takes keen.
I have keen.
I think I was planning to. My next attachment to it.
Everything I have is keen.
Good. Smart boy.
I have keen 3 and keen
Just
3.
lucky I don't give people keen weapons.
I wouldn't care if you did, to be honest with you.
Guaranteed
do,
crits
I don't
are
wanna-
son of a bitch.
I mean,
Huh?
and everyone can have them.
And
What'd you roll to hit? I mean, what's your damage, I mean? Well, Tinu's taking a shot at Solari now. He successfully got her attention because he hit.
In total, that'd be 14.
14? Okay. You
Right,
fire
does
full
sneak
gun,
attack
you
do
go.
anything?
Nope. Because you don't have advantage or anyway, because he's not a threat. You hear that, you just fire, you go to throw it, and then just a hand snatches up. She just caught a bullet.
But does she crush it or throw it back?
Eats it.
You hear metal screech again, and then a crumpled piece of something hit the ground. As she opens her hand.
This is why we don't range monks. And what happened to Billy is why we don't melee monks.
I like
What do you
monks.
do with
I'm sorry.
monks?
Monks are motherfuckers.
What do you do with monks? You make them make saves at disadvantage, and then you hurt them a lot.
Well, sorry, I have deck saves, which they can avoid, and I have 50 feet of movement, which should normally be enough to escape.
But monk.
Even against a monk.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My explosives, are they timed or are they me just whenever I want to detonate
Their
them?
impact right now, I said later on you could edit them to be timed.
Fuck.
Plus you've used your action to shoot.
Yeah.
I was just gonna strap it to myself.
Oh god. I mean, technically you could have them go off if it's on you, but you'd have to physically tackle them.
Oh no, if I get caught, I was just gonna set it off.
Okay.
You assume you're gonna get caught.
We're somewhat on the same page.
Eva, you're up! Like, Tinu, do you have anything with your movement or bonus action you would like to do?
Run.
Okay, run the fuck away!
210 feet away from the fucking monk.
He's just carrying your, he's just
60
carrying your
on
grenade in his
that.
hand at this point.
240 feet away, actually.
Fair.
Actually, do these have pins in them? What are they?
It's not exactly pins, it's basically an activation just method. I guess it could be pins if you wanted it to. I normally see them
He's
have a
just biting
button
it
or some kind of
running with
trigger
it.
on them.
It's pretty much like a chew to his point. He's just running with it in his mouth.
It's at the ready. Gotcha, understood as you're running. Nima, you're up!
So I'm out of tech points. So I'm just going to.
Shit!
Hey, I didn't realize how fucked we were going into this fight.
Yeah.
Going into this session.
I
Everybody
tried
blew
to
through
tell everyone.
everything.
I tried to tell everyone.
In the first place.
We could not, in character, not do this. I'm sorry, James.
I mean, yeah, the fuck we could.
Chani is more on the good spectrum, and she's trying to stop a mass murderer.
So how far am I from the hole? We're kind of cut open, break open.
Well, I put you about 30 feet away from the hole, so you're outside of the explosion.
Okay, and second question. Can I potentially crit with the hole?
No.
Hold on, wait.
What? Wait, it
Because
depends on
I
what
have-
he's doing.
I have a weapon that only does extra damage when I crit. But if I can't crit and I can't roll, do I still do that damage or do I not do the damage?
Are you trying to make an attack against the floor? But the weapon
Yes.
depends on what the weapon is, what
Just
it'll
my-
do.
Blade, tech blade,
You jump in the hole.
serrated edge.
Are you sure
See,
you wish
you're
to jump in
asking
the
to
hole?
use a tech blade to cut through this.
Tech blade
Yes.
has like a little lightning laser thing on it.
I get it. No, I get it could cut through it, but I mean it's
Yeah.
making progress, is what I'm saying.
I know.
Trying to make some progress.
I mean,
Can I see him start to look like he's about to jump in the hole?
Yeah, you can see the thought process.
Don't do that. I'm about to blow it up again.
Okay. I'm just going to shoot at it then.
Okay, roll a hit.
Booming strike.
scorch mark.
Obviously.
There you go.
How about concussive shot? Can I
Okay.
do anything else?
Oh,
No, not really.
I can't target cast it. No, I can't.
You're out of points.
I can still use it once because I have something on my gun.
What is it? What is it?
It's the tracker thing. So I can do target lock, but target lock is on a
Target
creature.
lock doesn't work on the floor, sadly.
No, it doesn't. And that was a few turns ago. Whatever. Where's my roller? There it is. D6, D4, D6, and D6.
I don't think anyone could even pick me up.
I definitely can.
Nope. Like physically carry you?
No.
Actually, Tinu's probably one of the few who can.
No, I meant
T-Lock can.
health-wise.
Oh.
I cannot heal your metal bones. I'm
It's
sorry.
minor defibrillation.
Not unless I'm right next to you.
Does what?
Med packs.
Hold on.
Minor
He had his
defib-
damage.
Damage is 19 plus 7, whatever that is.
20,
Okay, you shoot the floor.
Take that floor.
You shoot the floor, and it scorches it. There's one patch on the floor that's slightly more smudged and blackened than the rest.
Does it catch on fire? Is the question.
No.
It's
It is metal and steel.
This metal, steel, concrete. Why is that on fire?
Sorsha, you're up.
She's still hiding.
Okay.
There's
Nothing for you?
nothing else for me to do. Swish is useless.
Does Sorcerer have saber throw?
No.
I'd say yes.
You have the reach on your thing, but it's a dagger, so yeah.
Put a hole in the floor.
Poke.
Sneak attack the floor.
Strangely,
Inside
So
floors
I
are
guess
always-
it's Aegis' turn.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're within range to hear it, I guess, to do, unless you're just too much of a oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck!
He's also got a bomb in his mouth.
And she also just hearing stuff is what I'm saying.
Oh.
You know, she just caught your sniper bullet.
But how's my hat?
Left
It
on
should
the
be
floor.
fine.
Do you have his hat? That's a fair question.
He's probably just running with it, yeah.
Okay.
Just a hat's
That's a
coming
hiding
along on the
spot just
ground.
in case.
Okay.
So let's snake this shit out.
You look at her, and he's just gonna look down at Count. You'll just hear, well,
Billy.
I tried. Billy, sorry.
Billy.
I've played with Count for so long, and Billy's been here for like 2 sessions. He looked down at Billy and just says, well, I tried, friend. I say friend, he just yeah.
Hey,
Um,
I'm okay. I'm a droid in a cowboy hat. I think I qualify as friend until
Yeah.
hostile.
and with that, you, Tenu, hear in metal crunching and screeching.
Sounds like the ending scene of the
Billy, you are dead.
No.
Define dead for something that isn't really alive.
Most of his chest cavity is flattened.
Okay.
Which is where most of the important things are.
Yep.
Damn.
Alright, that's saved. Sheet closed.
She will. They're both just gonna wait right here. They're gonna start walking in the next. Johnny, you're up.
Are they coming towards me?
Hmm?
They're coming my way?
Yeah, she started towards you. She's
And they
not
make-
in a big rush.
Another 4 points,
Okay.
another explosion. How far away is the explosion hole from me, actually? I've been walking toward
About 30 feet.
it. Okay. So,
Oh, I stopped you at about 30 feet.
yeah, stay out of range, but make sure I hit it in the right spot. Explosion
Yep.
damage.
Damage. Roll damage. Get high damage.
That is another 40. Cubes are my friend.
Was that the
So,
only one
you
who
watch
heard
as the
crunch,
floor
or
just-
did they hear it too?
And then blows through. You guys hear metal's trunk falling, raining bits of metal. And there's a hole in the floor.
Can I walk my 30 and just look down?
Yeah.
I look. I peek.
You see Billy with looked like he had a compactor go through his chest, Aegis next to him, and a very tall, straw blonde, what I described earlier, walking towards where the other exit And if you crane your neck, you can see Tinu running for it.
Okay. So our ally is way the fuck over there. Our droid looks like it got punched by a mountain. Do I see the mountain? I think you said yeah.
You see the mountain.
What's our relative distance away from everything?
You're probably about 80 feet from her.
Okay.
Oh, she's catching up.
Well, at the very least, I now have a record of exactly.
You have her attention now. They both turned to look to see what happened. Just there was part of the floor going out.
Well, at least I can
Oh no.
see things now. And whenever we're in a combat situation, I have no reason not to be recording things. Fair?
Yeah. I would say, as you dig down to look, she'll turn to look and goes, "Oh yes,
Geek.
that's who I was looking for.
Okay.
Are your friends with you this time again?"
Okay, looking around here. I don't care what it has to say. Looking around at this broken, ruined area, what does it really look like?
It looks like a full room of what was originally cell blocks.
Okay.
Mangled, shattered, cut down, ripped to pieces. A couple bodies here and there. You see the turrets on the side. Like they've been shooting Aegis, but Aegis is showing distinctive lack of giving a fuck.
And was the area that...
And she's...
Banshees?
Area that what? I would say, and she's just walking, looking at you guys now.
And was the area that Tenu collapsed within my line of sight?
Yeah,
Or not?
it's collapsed. You basically drop down in the hole, put your hand on the edge to look in, and like peek your head around. You can see most of the room.
Okay.
Be careful, you might be within punching pad range.
Well, I'm not going to go down the hole, which is apparently 30 feet deep.
You think she
Well, that's the
can't
only way
jump
you really
that
got to
high?
go down to look.
Well, I was just like at the top of the hole, looking directly
Oh,
down.
then not really
I
much.
didn't go down the entire way.
Yeah, I thought you were going down up from the hole. Not really a lot because you're looking down a hole.
Okay. Still my bonus action. That's going to draw attention. I got the report that... Or well, I have reason to believe that Billy's no longer functional.
Yeah.
Because I imagine the
'Cause
droid would be
everything is
active the
offline.
entire time. Yeah.
And there's a distinct lack of gunfire.
Well, except from the turrets. But that's a special
Yeah,
kind
but that's
of
a
fire.
different sound. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a different sound than Billy.
So, everything put together, it sounds like whatever the fuck he got out of this cell, A, should have definitely been on the report whenever Billy looked into it. And B, should have definitely been on the report whenever he looked at it. So, that in mind, they're going to be coming for the hole. Let's head toward the exit. Mortimer, activate everything.
Activate everything?
Except for, like, doors that are in our way, and conversely, activate the doors once they're no longer in our way.
Okay.
Hey, you got it, James. There's a thing.
So is this full retreat?
It's a... Whatever's happening down there, I just had to use all my points now, so I'm part of these plebeians. So now I have to leave. But...
Is anybody objecting to the running?
Nah.
Okay.
I said that from the beginning.
I'm not all my points precisely,
Nope.
but enough. And I also just got them off your tail, buddy, down there, so make use of that for what you will.
Do I have an earpiece too?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yes, everyone does.
Okay.
So if you want to properly inform us of things at any point in time, feel free.
I can't really talk at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair. So I still have my bonus action and my movement. I don't know exactly how far away things are.
I'm gonna say, is everybody agreeing to run with Chani saying this?
I'm good.
You get a muffle.
Because I can cut initiative at that point. Then
I want to
we
run.
could start fucking running.
The group wants to fucking run. Mortimer,
Sounds good.
help us out.
Okay.
Except for Tenu.
You
You're
guys
gonna
will
be
start-
with the sharks for a while, buddy.
You guys start running. Tenu, you start running away. You don't notice this happening. You're busy on ring. You guys will see her come up through the hole.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking she was gonna do.
And she's just, as you guys are running, just, what? Last time you were so confident, so ready for all of this. You gave me a new scar, even. Caught me on a bad day.
Sorsha should have killed this bitch.
Give me a day!
Ha! Ha!
Don't recognize, that's fair. I was a bit different at the time. You watch her flicker. And, looks a bit shorter, a bit more muscular, like wide. Lifts her shirt and has a puncture scar through her abdomen.
This means nothing to me.
You killed this one, so it should mean a little bit.
No, she did non-lethal.
No, she apprehended like a good police girl.
I apprehend.
I need to return the fate. And as she's talking about that, she'll stop. She'll look up. And then just get a very annoyed look on her face.
Taran pops out of the wall somewhere, shoots her in the face.
Fine. And just fine. You get lucky today. And turn back towards her hole.
I'm not so sure I know who this is.
So remember after the testing, like everybody in the tinkering, you got your boot, you got your climbing, you got your gauntlet thing. You guys went out to hunt a bounty. For the Sentinels
What
to
sort
bring
of
back
fucking
alive.
training have they found in this goddamn prison?
None. None like that. She told you, you caught her on a really bad day.
Aw. But does she like Sorsha? Because Sorsha didn't kill her?
Oh, she kinda really lets it, doesn't like you.
She would really like to do something alright, but she's turning back towards the hole now after looking up with an irritated look.
Sorsha did nothing.
Are you guys gonna keep running?
Oh yeah.
Tenu, you come up just in time. You look through the staircase. You come up to the room, and you just look up, and you lock eyes with this lady.
Did she go back down the hole?
Yeah, she turned back towards the hole. You just lock eyes with this lady for a minute. I'm just curious, what's your reaction?
I'm running the other way.
He runs back downstairs.
Okay, I'll see as you start to try to do that, you watch as she just drops through the hole. As you like get 10 feet back towards it and looking back. Do you turn back around again?
Is she even
Do
saying
you turn back around again?
A bomb in his mouth? Yes, I'm running away from her.
Okay, running back towards you guys watch Tina just hauling ass with a grenade in his mouth towards you.
I'm gonna send a text message to
Go the other
Running
way.
and texting, running and texting.
yeah, I'm gonna send a text message to Marav though.
I think Mortimer already
Of
did.
swap places, please.
Except his mic's broken right now.
His mic's broken right now. He can't get anything right now.
I said text message.
He's in combat. He's in
Still,
combat.
I
Keep
don't
that in mind.
care. I don't
Okay.
care. Still sending
Okay,
a text message.
As you guys get into the elevator and you guys start to hear more rumbling and crunching as the elevator shuts, we're gonna call session.
Cool. Fuck. Everyone would have gotten all their tech powers back on a short rest.
We did not have an hour.
We did.
No, you didn't.
No.
They would have been gone.
No,
They were
for
literally 5 minutes from being gone.
for completing the mission, no.
I was
That was kind of a coin toss thing, either letting the grenade
Billy.
explode or...
Don't delete Billy's sheet yet.
Oh no, I just have it saved as left with three death throws.
Above game, if it's
Okay.
fixable, Packet will take care of it.
Get old spit and duct
That's
tape.
what I said. We can talk about it over the week. That said, holy shit, I didn't expect this!
You didn't expect someone with 3 attacks smiting.
I expected you guys to be a group, not you soloing it, basically.
We don't do that.
Matt, they are literally all cowards
Yeah.
when it comes to the battlefield.
I thought they would at least be there to help. She was gonna target some people who pissed her off, not try to kill not just focus all of it on one. I'm sorry.
Oh, so
Matt-
you mean
Not
she's
cowards,
gonna
I
target
was
Saoirse?
Matt,
Sorsha and
they're
Johnny,
literally... They are all ranged people who stay back and just keep running away.
I'm
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, and if you
mixed
can't
of
tell,
both.
her movement's fucked. That
Except for
doesn't
Jay.
matter.
Johnny,
Except
Eric,
for
we
T-Lock,
would've
I don't
been
know what he
dead.
really has.
I
Both.
can try to get close.
I
Two
can
v
survive
one with
for a while.
somebody, but that was about it.
I
But not
cannot.
not a 2v2. That
Oh
was
my
fucked
god,
up.
that took a twist. I wasn't expecting Run completely ahead of us at nearly double our pace.
Well, with Let's Run, I thought, okay, as a group, and it's just like, okay, he's going ahead. All right.
But the problem is, you told him to run ahead of them all.
Well, there's a head and there's later nerds.
That's why he said, "Do you want me to slow down to let you guys keep
did-
up?"
She
You
has
said,
a
"No,
brain, she
run."
needs to be more specific with droids.
Yeah,
Yes!
he's a droid.
You were literally... I'll say...
She's been dealing
You
with
were
packet.
giving me you were giving me the command, and I asked if you wanted me to slow down to keep up, and you said no. So I just kept going full speed ahead.
Oh my god. How's Tunu feeling about somebody catching his 50 anti-material sniper?
Feels good. It's good, don't it?
It doesn't feel
He
great,
doesn't know
does
what
it?
to think.
Remember, multiple shots is all you need.
I mean, sure, that's all it'll take. That'll definitely work.
It was fine if she didn't have like 80 feet of movement.
It's a monk. Max level monk is, or like not even max level monk. She's gonna get at like 10th level. She's gonna have like 25 extra movement, and then like a feat.
Yeah, Tenno doesn't run
Can-
very far.
Add more than that, way more than that. And
Her
then
speed
bonus
is,
action,
quite frankly, good.
bonus action key point, boom.
Do we know if we're okay for next week?
I should be good.
More or less. I don't know if the same
If
thing
she
is
looked
gonna
like she
happen
was gonna
next
grab
week.
Tenno, he was about to explode.
I figured.
I don't think
The
there's gonna
scary
be
part
any manner of grabbing.
I
I think it was gonna be all a bunch of palm fucking fists and dead.
Oh, there were no palms. This was closed-knuckled
I know.
decking people.
I know.
All she had to do was just reach back and he was gonna go boom.
Any chance they hit level 10?
Well, we dealt with fucking dragons. Whoever the
I
hell
was
was in
gonna
the
actually tell him,
reliquary,
yeah, they hit. You have it right. They hit level 10. Most of you survived 2 of the generals.
They didn't say survival is one thing if you don't fight them.
I know, but in this case, I'll count the experience point of everything else added up, and it's just topped off with that was there, but they didn't die, even if one of you did.
Look at that, about a turtle in the hat and just blow up in that.
Sentinel 2.
Okay.
Now I have extra movement speed.
Matt, even if I had woken up with a natural 20 and she was still above me, I
Dead.
was just gonna I was just gonna blow up both of my I was gonna set my batteries next to each other and just blow them up.
Okay. Any closing statements?
I-
So we can get the stream cut off.
I'm sorry.
You're
I
fine.
You're
don't
on the
like
YouTube
killing you guys.
If you're on the YouTube platform, like, subscribe, and comment.
I'm also pretty sure Tenno shit himself.
I have more force points.
Yeah, that's fair. Tsunu might have shit himself. That should have killed. You've taken out vehicles with that, and
Sentinel level times 3, so I have 6 force points there.
oh my god.
So I have 48 force points.
If she's
Yeah.
catching this bully, there's no way in hell he's come up there with his fucking axe.
At the very least, they're being shot to death very slowly by security
Two.
things until they just go over
Oh,
there
yeah,
and
no,
break
they're-
them.
Back down to
I was
there's 2.
going to say, or ripping the wall apart again.
I can moderately annoy them until such a time, though.
Oh, absolutely. It's just shooting them still.
Yeah.
Mostly Aegis.
Force empowered on myself.
I can spend one force point to add a D4 to my fucking AC and all other kinds of shit.
Mechanical things. Alright.
Yay.
Well, I guess that's it then. Until next time.
Yep.
Be seeing you.
Should I level Billy?
Yeah.